Equinox, indeed. From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, it's the Bob and Tom Show. What?
Happy spring. First day of spring.
That's tomorrow.
The vernal equinox was 1 hour ago Eastern time, right?
Yes.
That's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
By the way, who set the building on fire?
I made popcorn.
Oh, is that what that is?
Man, it smells like dirty feet and a turd-wrapped sock is what it smells like. There's Josh Arnold. Hey. Hello, Ace Cosby.
I watched Ace walk out to the dumpster to throw it away.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's really hanging in there.
Yeah.
It is.
Our airways are somewhat polluted, but when we speak, they are anyway. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. I am discombobulated over here.
Of course you are. Yes.
If you're combobulated, you can begin the show. Go ahead. I've got to get these papers off my thing.
We've got sports coming up, including more games in the NCAA tournament last night. We've got a couple of NFL news and notes. We'll go over more listener mail this morning. Some rules changes in the NFL that we'll go over, and you know how we all react to those proposed rules changes. And Josh, I think, had the best rules change in the history of the world for the NFL. It involves defense and pass interference.
Yeah.
And how does that work?
It's really a silly rule. You should be allowed to tackle the guy who's about to catch the ball.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you could catch it and run it into the end zone.
Absolutely.
You want to defend the line or not?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
And we're going to salute a special appearance during sports today by Flava Flav.
Oh, yeah?
And he does a little of that.
Okay.
And special salute today to Cincinnati High School, Roger Bacon High School. They are competing in the underwater hockey team competition in Canada this weekend. So we have a guy who has kids on the team, and he's going to give us the lowdown, and he's going to send us the results Saturday night. We'll talk about it Monday.
Wow.
Underwater hockey, Tom, an idea whose time has come.
In Canada.
In Canada. Well, yeah, we can't have that sort of thing here. And I think Roger Bacon High School is the only high school in the United States with an underwater hockey team.
Do you think it started, well, the lake isn't frozen anymore? We can still play.
Yeah, we got to play hockey, though. Yeah. Yeah. That's Minnesota, I guess.
Canadian content continues. Alex Lifeson will be our guest, the great guitarist from Rush.
I thought his name had a V in it for all of my life until like 20 minutes ago.
You thought it was Lifeson?
I thought it was Lifeson, which is how everyone pronounced it. I go, well, that's got a V in it.
No.
I know.
So we'll look forward to that. Let's see. Frank Caliendo today. This is going to be very exciting. Well, let's get sorted out over here. Christy, what do you got? Anything interesting happening over on your side?
Any animals? Any drunken Florida people?
We do have animals. We have a guy eating a rogue pig that caused some problems.
You know, that's a giant problem in my dream city, Austin, Texas. They have a problem.
Feral pigs?
Feral pigs coming out of the hills and eating people's lawns.
Yeah.
Well,
it's actually a huge problem.
This is a problem of if you eat a feral pig, you'd better know how to cook it right.
Yep.
That's the essence of the story.
Trichinosis, and that starts with T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool, and they got a problem.
Stands for pig.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We have Rogaine in the news, Botox in the news, and we have something spilled on the highway.
Oh, maybe we get an early song from Pat. Now, it was yesterday.
We did a song yesterday.
I was going to say, you didn't even touch the guitar or the piano yesterday. Is that correct?
I had 5 songs prepared. You didn't look at your text.
Okay, here's
then
what happened.
Then you told me I hadn't written a song in 3 weeks. You pissed me off, and I shut down.
Hey, could I offer you some advice? If you have a song that goes with a story, you go, hey, Christy, I have a song that goes with that, and you
go
start
ahead
playing.
And do the story.
Christy, that's sound advice. I don't think it works that way.
He doesn't. Yeah,
Apparently not.
I think Pat tries that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. Pat, put down your coffee and pay attention. Now, I'll review just some headlines from yesterday. You tell me if you've got a song for it. Ready? Okay, we had the story about the French Bulldog being the most popular dog in America now when it comes to...
I could have done Dog Pound Blues. Next.
But you didn't.
But you didn't.
Okay.
I've done it too much.
You were waiting for approval? Or
were you waiting for Tom to tell you
No,
to
I just
play
thought
it?
I'd done it too much.
I don't remember.
I like to wait a couple
Then we had the one from the Mr. Obvious Institute for Advanced Study, headline, Playing with Dogs Relieves Stress in Humans and Dogs.
Same,
No kidding. There should be, someone should investigate the dumbest allocation of funds to scientists.
I think somebody is.
Well, let's see. You could cure cancer or find out if when dogs wag their tails, they're happy. Okay, good. Let's see. You didn't do a song about that. How about, did you do a song about the Wiener Dog Parade in Germany?
No, that's 3 dog stories in a row, so I could have used dog.
You're not fooled by what you're doing here. You're just doing what we did yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
You miss it so much.
what song did you do?
You do
What-
miss. Is that what you're doing, honey?
No, because I am defending myself. He said
That's okay, but
let me just do a couple
Very
more.
rude to
I
me,
wish
yes.
you would send me those texts. Then I would know that you have songs about the story, and I could prompt you.
We had. How about this
I
one?
like to work more organically.
How about this one? Okay, do you have a song about?
No, you don't like
is
to
that what we're
work.
doing right now? Talking about how organic it is?
Now wait a second. Maybe you can write one by the end of today's show. You know that classic David Bowie, "Ground Control to Major Tom."
Yeah, we've done that way too much.
We have.
Yes.
We've done that way too
I don't
much.
remember ever doing it.
I've done that 7 times.
Apparently at home.
Toilets in space.
You can't.
I can play it for you.
How about this? Because we had the return of Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams.
Yeah.
I did a space oddity to that.
Did you see the parachutes go off? The landing is so cool.
It is
It's
cool.
great. And as I mentioned yesterday, bad news for Butch and Suni.
Bad news, Bears.
They're recovering now. They're getting used to gravity, but they both have jury duty next week. It's like you talk about not getting a break. And of course, they're going to be touring this summer. Remember, with the Indigo Girls,
Oh, that's right.
Sonny and Butch.
Yes, yes.
Is that simply based on the word butch?
I think that plays a big part.
I think it's fair. And you know something? I like the Indigo Girls.
I love the
I
Indigo
do, too.
Girls.
I like their music. I just think it would be funny if they were touring with
Go ahead
Sonny and
go
Butch.
listen to a song named Tether and get back to me.
Okay, good.
Lovely.
Okay, Pat, how about this one? This is an easy one. You probably have a song for this.
From yesterday?
Yes, The Fake Dentist.
Yeah, I had something clever but not necessarily funny called Rogue Dental Hygienist.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, I think it would be
Pat?
iffy.
What?
Can I offer you some advice?
God, Pat.
I don't think this configuration really lends itself to someone being a difficult creative diva. Now, I know that I'm hoping 70% of this is put on.
Here's what I.
But if any of this is real, you're in trouble, pal.
Here's what I had planned. Yesterday, you and Oskay had this conversation in the green room that inspired a song of mine that I wrote rather quickly.
What's it called?
Hypochondriac.
Play it.
Play it.
Right now?
Right now.
Right
We
now.
have time.
See, that's what we need, baby, right now.
Do you remember what you guys were talking about?
Nobody knows what's happening.
Jeff Oskay asked you
Oskay
about.
had some chest pain the other day, and he was wondering, what is this? Is it angina? We went through everything.
Did you go with angina or angina?
I say angina, but angina, I say both are correct.
Pat, you can do that in your song. You say angina, I say angina.
I understand why this wouldn't be helping.
Right.
But so we talked about that, and of course, Pat was within earshot, so naturally, Pat started getting all the symptoms because.
Of course, yeah.
They call me hypochondriac.
That's right.
Think I'm having a heart attack.
That's Pat.
I got a little freckle getting bigger on my back. Something's wrong with my right hand. Should I express my anal gland? Oh, I got that celiac. They say I'm a hypochondriac. Oskay's got glaucoma. I think I got it. Tom had a torn retina. I probably got 2.
Yep.
Josh had appendicitis and right wrist arthritis. And as much as I try to fight it, I think I have bursitis. Bronchitis, meningitis, hepatitis, I Googled the symptoms. And I'm pretty sure I'm their latest victim. Like a retired old timer, I'm pretty sure I have Alzheimer's. I fought it and forgot it. I'm a hypochondriac. Bet my arteries are lined with plaque. It's not psychosomatic. I'm a psychomaniac. I have 2 big round lumps in my ball sack. Oh, I might be a hypochondriac.
Hey. All right. That was great. That wasn't a throwaway. Come on.
Thank you. That's what I had prepared yesterday.
Well, you should have played it
And that's
then.
why I was pouting all day.
Would have gotten
Why
much,
didn't you
much
say
better laughs.
something?
I tried to all day.
No,
No
you
idea.
didn't.
Take it from a. I'm trying really hard. Take
All
it from.
sports and jokes and stories.
Take it from a reformed powder. I'm trying every day. It's a dead end, pal. Believe me.
I know.
Okay.
That was very good, Pat. I enjoyed it very much. And it's really quite true for you.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What you know.
These guys scared the heck out of me yesterday.
Yeah. There's a thing, I guess, for medical students that some of them, they start reading about some of this stuff and all of a sudden they think they have the symptoms.
Oh, sure.
I think we're all that way to a degree.
Yeah.
But that's a nice little song, nice little happy song. Now,
Go out and make it a great day.
yeah. Now let's talk about how we can enjoy life a lot better with the great sounds of this show or whatever you like to listen to in your Raycon earbuds.
That's right, Tom. Raycon earbuds they've been updated with active noise cancellation capable of drowning out the most maddening of female sounds. I'm kidding. Of course, not just women. It's sometimes guys, too.
I heard you.
Rarely. But the latest model of Raycon's better than ever. 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity. I call that the romantic connection, where you can, here, listen to this, babe. What do you think? And you have both your Raycon's quick charge function, too. 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery. And Raycon's, here's the key, start at just half the price of other premium audio brands with those similar features. And Raycon's come in swell colors, hip, new, happening colors. And Raycon's has a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. So it's just this simple. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off the best-selling everyday earbuds. Brought to you by Raycon. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Coming up, your letters. We have a stack of them.
Oh, yes.
Well, whatever you want to talk about, by all means, feel free to write us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. You'll find us here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Even the title, Love Actually, and none of it could actually ever.
I just pulled a muscle. Also been watching Love Actually again. That's a big debate in this room, by the way.
Josh, correct me if
finally
I'm wrong,
watched it.
Josh.
Josh hates that movie.
No,
It's
Josh
flawed.
loves it.
It's flawed.
Yes.
It is utter garbage, but it's hard for me to get mad about it. I mean, it makes a lot of people happy.
I think you said I don't care about any of these people.
No one is real in that, and that's the. I could go. I really am thinking about doing like an hour and a half podcast about why it is absolutely so bad and why its thesis is a total lie.
I like the idea of you. I like the idea of you doing that podcast because that'll take 3 or 4 people to put that together, and they won't be on the roads in my way.
It's not a documentary.
Well, here's the problem. It's bookended with real people
It is.
meeting in an airport.
Right.
And then the thesis is, now I'm going to show you some more examples of real love, and it's the fakest BS you've ever seen. That you can't do that. If they hadn't done that. If the movie, and it's even the title, Love Actually, and none of it could actually ever.
I just pulled a muscle.
We'll be back. We'll be back with more of the Bob and Tom Show.
My fake anger may have just gotten me fired.
I think my ACL just tore. Jason, did I get it in time?
Not even in there.
If you want me to stay, I'll be around today.
Which album is this on?
Fresh, I think. I'm not sure. I got enough to agree with.
Well, what's the name of that song?
If you want me to stay.
Oh, God.
And you got to say it just like that.
Josh,
it's not fun.
No more Love Actually talk. We promise.
I'm so sorry.
You know what? If we watched that together, you would be amazed and possibly disgusted. I can't. This is a true statement, and I might cry. I can't watch it anymore. I can't.
It makes me
it does
cry
do-
too.
It makes me too emotional.
Me
Makes
too.
me so emotional. I can't tell you.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it's very sweet.
Although I initially did as well had a problem with Hugh Grant dancing around whatever the hell he was dancing around. And I don't
love
care for the
him.
Pointer Sisters. Don't care for it. But
Yeah,
you know.
he's playing in one room, and all of a sudden he's dancing around the house. You can't hear the music anymore, Prime Minister. What are you dancing to?
So you've got a problem with housewife sound
But don't
system.
you like the old guy, Bill? What is it, Nighy? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Singing away, and then
No, not really.
no.
You don't like speakers all throughout the house?
There are. That's never. No, that's not what's happening.
All right.
You don't think 10 Downing has a pretty good speaker system?
It's never established in the movie.
I think one could assume that 10 Downing Street might be the
Now, keep in mind also
most heavily wired
that Josh
building
is
in all of England.
one of the top three foremost authorities on horror movies.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're.
I love a lot of garbage. So do keep that in mind.
That's another chapter title. I got to start writing these chapter titles down. I love a lot of garbage.
No, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just. This is what the Surgeon General is saying.
I know.
So
I think those women who can't are pretty much, by and large, selfish, aren't they?
Screw you, chick.
Don't you wish just once they'd have a day, one day a year, where you could say whatever you wanted in the radio? Just so that one time.
I'm over here working, okay?
You know what you could do?
What?
Walk in there and have Dean do it for you. You walk in there, tell Chick what you want to say, and he can fix it for you. A few minutes ago, Chick said something mean to Christy, and she.
I didn't. Was that mean? I was
Yes,
just
it
making
was.
an observation.
I was saying that some women are unable to breastfeed for a number of reasons, and you said.
The main reason I can think of is because they're selfish.
So Christy
She
wanted.
seems very well adjusted
Right
and
now.
very
Christy
intelligent.
Right now.
wanted to respond, and I have great faith in our editor.
Me too, because if
Christy
not, I've
wanted
lost
to
my job.
respond.
We now have the response.
Okay, go ahead, play it.
Hey, chick, you. You've never had to breastfeed. You don't know what it's like. You're a ignorant, stupid son of a bitch. So shut your mouth, you stupid ass.
You know, that last beep could have used a little more word.
A little less a little less.
And not so much hole. A little heavy on the hole on that one.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah! More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Pat Godwin and Christy Lee and Josh Arnold. Great flannel today on Josh.
Thanks very much, Chick.
Nice. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And I'd just like to point out I gave Ace another gift today that I want pointed out so people could go, that chick, he's just a wonderful person. Tom, do you see what that is?
Yeah, it's a half air-filled football. Must be from the New England Patriots.
It's a little
Didn't even
flat.
bother to fill it.
It's a little flat. That's the way they arrive at home, of course. You can't keep all of them filled. You can't. It cuts down on how much room you can and how many footballs you can have.
It's cheaper to ship because it's lighter.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's lighter when it's filled with air.
What? No.
But you can get
why
it
would that doesn't
flatter
make
if
sense?
it's-
I think it might be.
We need a scientist on the staff of the show because if there's one thing we know nothing about, it's anything involving medicine or science.
Sure.
I used to pack footballs. Rawlings had some for a while, and they are deflated so that you can ship 12 in a box as opposed to 3.
That
makes sense.
I'll be darned.
But I always thought that was some sort of riddle. It was like, what weighs more empty than it does full? And I think it's a football. Something with air.
If you fill it with helium, I don't. These are all science. I don't know.
Anyway, it's the Raiders Buccaneers 2003 Super Bowl.
Well, that's very kind.
Very nice. I still have.
I was gonna I was just going to throw it away, so I thought I'd give it to Abe.
Why did you get it in the first place?
I have no idea. I don't know. Somebody sent it to me then, and I forget why I have it, but I do. And I love the people in Ada, Ohio, at Wilson's Sporting Goods. They make all the NFL footballs. There's some dedicated employee right now stretching the balls over that. It looks like the front of a saddle on a horse. They stretch it over.
Ever stretch your balls over
and just sewing it up? And you can't help yourself.
Sorry, I can't.
My goodness.
But we were talking yesterday about a situation in which someone that I know, and I've done the same thing, although not to the extent in this case, start the car, back her up, and forget that the garage door is closed. Sure. Okay, I've actually done this, but I didn't do any damage. But if you really hit the gas hard enough, you can.
Oh yeah.
You can damage both your car and, of course, the garage door. This is a nice letter here. My friend in high school had a Cutlass Olds, this nice car. The Cutlass, remember those?
Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty nice, actually.
Very nice.
We were all in the car. He pulled into his mom's driveway and hit the gas when he meant to hit the brakes. Went through the wall into the kitchen. The impact through the range and the microwave all the way across the kitchen.
Wow.
He was in a lot of trouble. So please be careful. One is the brake. One, of course, is the accelerator, we call it. And we have lots of driver's ed stories coming up as well. Do you have any good letters over there?
I do. Dear Bob and Tom Show, my high school's driver's ed teacher was also our football and baseball coach. A few years before I got to high school, coach got into some trouble with the law. He was caught spotlighting deer. Apparently, that's illegal. You can't go out early in the morning.
Freeze them, yeah. Essentially,
you hit them with a big flashlight.
Right.
Oh, let's see. There it is.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I just spotlit a deer the other morning.
I do it every morning.
On a major highway.
Well, now's your chance to, light them up.
Oh, I almost bypassed the rifle option.
Oh, you almost hit him, huh?
Yeah.
When I took his driver's ed class, he would separate the class into groups of 4, and that would be the group he would take out at the same time to practice driving. He would let us name our groups, so my group called ourselves the Spotlighters. Needless to say, we had to change our name because he got very upset.
He didn't care for that.
He did not care for that at all. Duval High School, Duval, West Virginia, class of 97.
Wow.
That letter comes from.
Our pal James wrote in with a driver's ed story. He says, when he was in driver's ed, the instructor was not a teacher, but was contracted through the school. We drove his personal car.
Oh.
It was outfitted with the brake pedal on the passenger side.
Really?
So he could slam on the brakes if needed. It was a 1980 Lincoln Continental with blown shocks.
Holy.
So whenever you hit a bump, the car would just bounce forever.
Oh, that's so funny.
I had that guy in my Uber a couple weeks ago after my surgery.
Oh.
Every pebble he ran over, it's like getting stabbed in the belly.
James says that the instructor had a gold tee, a golf tee, glued to the dashboard.
Okay.
And what they would do is they would practice. They would took the final driving exam. He put a golf ball on the tee, which had to remain on it for the duration of the exam. So if the golf ball fell off the tee that was on his... They drove through town parking in different spots, entering and exiting parking lots, and even got on the freeway.
That's great.
Yes. Yeah, it was an automatic fail if the golf ball fell
Well, it sounds like
that would be hard to
it's going to
do.
be a fail just because of the shock.
Yeah, exactly.
Are most freeways inclines on the ramps?
Not that much. I would think you'd be okay.
It would be the shocks would be the big issue there.
Just to give you an idea of how I drive. One time when I had
you were very rarely go over 40.
Well, no, when I had the red Suburban. It's got that big sort of shelf bumper in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like a big girl with a nice butt.
I drove, baby's got back. So did my Suburban. I drove it to my old house, which was quite hilly to get over there. Got home, was looking for my phone. It was on the rear bumper, and it was still there.
Huh.
So there you go. I think I would have passed the golf ball test.
I think so.
How long were you driving with your phone on the bumper?
Oh, what is it? 4 miles to my old house, the one that's over there.
Were you on the highway or just on City Street?
No, on the curvy street we live on here.
Impressive.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I didn't even know it was bad. I went to get something out of the bag. Oh, there's my phone sitting on the bumper. So I would have passed the golf ball test. I don't think I would now.
Not in that car.
Now that I'm driving the Rocket.
License to drive with the Coreys, Corey Feldman and Corey Haim.
Oh, yeah.
He takes the guy has a cup of coffee and he goes, if you spill one drop of my coffee. And it's like filled to the brim.
That was a cash grab, right?
Now, we have limited it to one Chuck Norris joke a day. Is that correct?
You have, yes.
We did it.
I'm getting no
go, Tom, go,
response
baby.
from you guys, but the listeners seem to love it.
Not all.
No way.
Okay, here we go. Chuck Norris doesn't mow his lawn.
No, he doesn't.
He simply stares at the grass and dares it to grow. Not a titter? Nothing?
No, dude. I mean, we're way over it.
Yeah.
Way over it.
How about this one? Let me do a bonus joke.
Okay, if you like silence, yeah.
Okay.
Because this is right in your sphere, because I know what you did yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
Okay, good. Chuck Norris had an underwater breathing contest against a fish and won.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Boy, that's bad.
Yeah, that is bad.
I don't know what happened. We need to talk to someone like a PhD or something in humor. But there is something, and you hit it as soon as we started doing this. We've heard these enough where no matter what they are, it could be Richard Pryor reading them, and they're really fun. We just yeah.
There's an equation, and once
right,
yeah,
absolutely.
Well, I certainly enjoy them. Keep them coming.
I applaud your efforts.
Keep them coming.
You really enjoy them?
I do. I love them.
Well, now you know what we have to go directly to Mark, who gives Tom the emails, and we have to beg him not to give him any more of these.
Well, but Mark here's Tom.
I know. I know.
I don't blame him.
But now Mark, we have to hurt you if you don't listen to us.
But you know how much I love a hack premise.
That's fine.
And putting a new spin on an old standard.
But
I
these
like
aren't
it too. But
new.
day after
No new
day.
spins.
Well, we've had we had a brand new one yesterday. Had something to do with the contemporary news scene. But we'll continue. I'm enjoying your. Never mind. I'll move on by myself.
I simply don't believe you.
If you're just joining us, thank you so much. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. We are coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And did you have another letter over there?
Hey, I'm Tom from Fort Wayne. My driver's ed instructor was high school assistant baseball coach, and I was the manager. We got into the car and drove out. I was told to go to McDonald's drive-thru. I did what I was told to do. I ordered a hot black coffee. Which I paid for. I was told if he spilled it while I was driving, I would fail. Then we drove on the most bumpy country roads he could find. I passed. This is the same coach working a festival at my high school in DeKalb, Illinois. A helicopter landed, and he walked over and charged the pilot $25 to park there. And evidently he got the $25.
Boy,
There's a lot going on right there.
Wow. Josh, you're amazing.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm glad that ended well. I thought there was going to be a Vic Morrow ending to that thing.
Well, now it's almost as if there was. With you saying that.
First of all, $25 to park a helicopter seems kind of light.
Yeah,
frankly, I would think $400 or $500.
Well, I think in that equation, you'd have to think, what is he going to believe that we charge for parking for helicopters here? And if it's too much, he won't give it to me.
Yeah,
to pick the right amount.
Welcome to Logan, Utah.
Oh, great.
Beautiful country.
Logan.
This is from...
I have to make a poopy.
All right, Doc.
This is from Mr. Grant. Our instructor in Logan, Utah, at the north end of the state, I grabbed a couple students. We got them to the highway heading north, and he said, "Kid, drive until I tell you to turn." He then put his head back and fell asleep. They ran out of fuel in Pocatello, Idaho. Thank you, Roy. Appreciate the letter. That's from.
You guys remember yesterday I referenced a restaurant when I was growing up called Noggles?
Of course.
Yeah,
and
of
it was
course.
a Mexican place.
Right.
Check this out. Joseph writes in, just wanted to let you know Noggles Tacos and Burgers still exists.
Hey!
Oh, nice.
They got bought out by Del Taco, which means of the taco.
Right.
But they still have a couple restaurants in Southern California. Isn't that something? Yeah. I got to go to Noggles when next time I'm in SoCal.
We got to travel more, Tom.
Yeah, more shows.
We were talking about Mexican restaurants because apparently there's a movement to bring back Chi-Chi's, which Chi-Chi's was kind of a generic Fridays-like chain of Mexican restaurants.
You've never been to a Chi-Chi's.
I have been to a Chi-Chi's.
Did they have fried ice cream?
Yes.
Wasn't that a hell of a dessert?
Hell of a dessert.
But
Never had it.
They folded, 20 years ago or something?
Probably.
There were a couple hundred of them.
They still sell their stuff in the stores, though.
Yeah.
Salsa and queso.
But they're talking about opening up the restaurants again. And as I pointed out, this is for cities that don't have a Mexican restaurant within 2 miles of every single home.
It does seem like we are over a Mexican restaurant.
And they're all good.
And
I'd argue this.
Yeah.
They are all good because they're all the exact same. They all pretty much taste the exact same.
I totally agree with you.
And I don't know how authentic they are, really. I think some of the trucks are really authentic.
There's two by us that are amazing.
I think you're onto something there. Yeah, I think the trucks.
I think most of them.
Chi-Chi's tasted different than all those other Mexican races, which is why it was popular. And I know I said Mexican race there, and I meant restaurant.
No, you said race. You mean race.
I think you would think
I think you are. I think you are.
Kind of combined.
The entire Mexican race, they're better cooks than we are. We all know.
No doubt.
No, I think we used to say the same thing about Chinese restaurants. Have you ever been to a bad one?
Do you know that some or most Chinese restaurants close on Tuesday? What's that
Yes.
about? What the hell is that about?
I don't know.
Go ahead. Let's discuss.
You know something? The one I go. You're right. The one I go to does.
Weird, right?
And why do all haircut places close on Monday?
Well, because they're busy.
And couldn't you have a really good business if you called it a haircut place Mondays and stayed open?
Haircut? Yeah, maybe.
For those that these are all great ideas. Feel free to run with them.
I can't think of a restaurant that I look back fondly on, except Lum's, where they made their hot dogs steamed in beer. You remember Lum's?
I remember Lum's.
L as in Larry, U-M as in Mary, S, Lum's.
No.
They had giant pretzels, and I thought you could get drunk eating a hot dog.
I could give you a list of 20 restaurants I missed greatly.
No kidding?
Oh, absolutely.
From your childhood or
from
now?
Last 20 years.
Really?
The Cooker, remember the biscuits they had? That was great. I think there are a few of those left.
Flaky Jake's, I think, is the chain. I miss that. You go in and just load up a bun.
What was the one?
Oh, yeah.
What was the one that when you walked in, they had huge signs saying "No photography allowed"? Remember this?
Fuddruckers.
Yes, Fuddruckers.
Was it?
That's like the worst. PR. You walk in and you're greeted with hostility.
Oh, why couldn't you take a picture?
The Fuddruckers in St. Louis did not have that sign.
It was a real big deal, and the one here opened and closed just like that. They were on the front page of the magazine, blah blah, and they were gone in a year or two.
It was good. Real good. Those big wedge fries.
But why would you prohibit photography?
The design, maybe they didn't want to copy it or something. I don't know.
Weird.
Anyway, about stealing their secrets.
Well, I guess their secret was early bankruptcy.
You know, as sure as I'm sitting here, I bet someone, maybe an advertising agency, thought, that'll cast an air of elitist if we don't let them take
we all know about advertising agency people.
Yeah. Who's got the Nerf hoop this week?
Meetings. We're just spitballing here, all right? Who's got the idea baton?
Yeah.
Now,
well, you actually lived that life, didn't you?
You guys have had to suffer through them, too.
Who's going to make me look good? Come on.
Now, this is a nice letter from Kevin. This kind of references one of the most famous movies we were talking about recently.
Never gotten along with anyone named Kevin.
My brother-in-law's named Kevin. He's the nicest guy on the planet.
Case in point, hate him.
79 is the year. I was 16, writes Kevin from Oregon.
Yeah.
Our high school driver's ed car was on loan from a local car dealership. It was a 79 Pontiac Trans Am.
Oh, cool.
Our instructor had us cruise up and down the main drag in our small little town.
I believe that's the same one Bandit had. I don't know 79, but...
Boy, that's great. Having a cool car for driver's ed, that's rare.
Very.
Yeah, we had really generic, sort of semi-compact four-door.
Yeah. Our driver's ed car looked like the cars from Dragnet. Like the big Fords with the huge bumper.
Oh, like a Crown Vic?
Yeah, you remember Dragnet.
that famous.
Jack Webb. That's
famous.
The great Jack Webb.
It sends chills down.
What an earworm that is now.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be with me all day.
Now when I hear the real one, I'm going to go, that's not Dragnet.
What the hell is that?
We'd love to get your letters. You can reach us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Oh, I was supposed to mention this. On the Bob and Tom website, we have photographs of our new T-shirts.
Wasn't that photograph?
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Right on top, we've got the T-shirt that we're going to be selling in Cincinnati. This is, what is it? Thursday, March 27th, we're going to be at the Smoke Justice Restaurant.
A week from today?
What?
Yeah, and you can actually buy these online if you want. And the cool thing about these T-shirts is I bought them. I paid for them, but guess what? But I'm
Hey, everybody, he bought them. Okay, everybody got that? He paid money for them.
He paid for them.
Okay.
Then I'm going to sell them. And I'm not keeping the money.
Right.
We're giving the money away.
Well, that's... Your business is going to fail.
Yeah, this is not how business is supposed to work. No, but it's because the money is going to such a cool charity. I'm so excited about this.
If you go to the Bob and Tom website, one of the first pictures is Bert Kreischer in his green underwear from the back.
Okay, but we got our pop-up store up there, and then the ones for Toledo. We're going to donate that money to the Ronald McDonald House. The charity in Cincinnati, it's the Cincinnati Children's Hospital. It's a special aspect of it in which, how does it work, Christy? They actually buy little...
they make little superhero capes,
pajamas, kind of.
Cape things that the kids wear on their way to surgery or
it's so cool.
Treatments.
And some of us have had to be there when our kids have had to go to... And just a great idea. So we're happy to donate it, and if you want to be part of it, you can come grab those shirts when we're there, or I think you can actually order them online. I don't know if you'll get them on time for the broadcast. But.
Hey, do you want a gown, or do you want to be Batman?
Right. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Great idea.
Now, I think the next phase of this, because today's show is our idea show, they should do this for adults. Because I've had to have surgery, and I'll tell you what, there's those gowns... I don't know how they design them, but it's I think they size you up and go, okay, if we make it this length, his balls will be visible from the back.
I've never had that problem. I've always had them long enough, but it's hello ass.
So, oh, I'm sure there's some technical reason, like access to, never mind. Check that out. It's at bobandtom.com. I just found out those have been posted. So just having some fun and doing something that I think will be really cool. Now, where were we? What's next? I'm lost.
You're going to tell people about the fabulous...
Oh, sure. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp.
That's right.
Speaking of great ideas, this is a really smart move, making therapy a lot more accessible by having the therapy performed online. So if you've been thinking about checking out some therapy or working on yourself a little bit, now you can do it in a much more elegant manner, if you ask me, because you don't have to, take the bus or drive across town and get into a room with someone you don't know and then start talking. Because it's done online, it's sort of removing some of those barriers to accessing therapy. Maybe you're looking at setting up some boundaries in your personal life, or dealing with a trauma, or just on a day-to-day basis, you'd like just a little bit of assistance. This is where therapy can be extraordinarily useful. Build up your support system with BetterHelp. BetterHelp, like I said, the therapy is done online, so you can do it wherever you want to be when you do it. You can do it on your smartphone or on a laptop or a desktop. You can do it like a Zoom call, or even just talking back and forth like a phone call, or texting back and forth. It's up to you. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show. BetterHelp.com, that's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The BT Show part will knock 10% off your first month. Now, you'll fill out a questionnaire online, and then you'll be set up with one of some 30,000 plus credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You can switch therapists anytime, by the way. No extra costs are involved. And more than 5 million people are already working with BetterHelp. So if you've been thinking about it, this is a great option for you. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up in sports?
We're going to have the NCAA tournament action last night. We'll talk about it. NIT action. Maybe Tom will offer you some insight as to who's going to win that tournament.
I hate to nitpick.
And Netflix quarterbacks, the new season starting, and I'll tell you who's going to be featured from the NFL.
Speaking of Netflix, don't forget that we got the Bert Kreischer thing up and running. It's called Lucky. Bert's show just popped up a couple days ago on Netflix. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Now, Greg, have you ever been in a band?
I was in a band. I played one song in the high school band.
Yeah? What was that?
It was a Spyro Gyro tune called Catching the Sun. It's a good story right there.
Is that the
Hey, everybody, storm into your boss's office right now. Tell him what this company needs is a trampoline.
Oh. Now, have you ever considered incorporating the drums into your act? Maybe you could tell one of your stories or jokes and then do a quick rim shot?
Yeah, I'll do that sometime. Sure,
okay.
sure.
Sure. Mm-hmm. maybe we could try it with one of your. Do you remember your suggestions for excuses for being late to work?
Sorry I'm late, boss. I hate it here, so what's the rush?
That's kind of a long rim shot.
Yeah, well,
the rim shot was longer than the joke.
I like my jokes so much, I don't do a rim shot. I do a whole solo.
I see.
Yeah.
Any more?
I'm dating this one girl. She loves Picasso and Mexican food. Talk about artsy fartsy. Oh, come on.
Come on.
One stick down.
Find another.
Greg Hahn is getting another drumstick.
We're back.
What was the name of your band that did the Spyro Gyro song? Did you have a name for the band?
Well, you're gonna like this name. The Cardinal Gibbon Redskins.
It was a high school jazz band.
Oh, so it was the marching band then?
No.
Oh, the marching band. I'm glad you brought that up.
Did you march with the drum? Did you carry the big drum when you marched, or did you carry the snare?
I was in the tri-toms. I had the tri-toms. With the spinning head.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
you want a little marching? You want the marching vibe?
No, can I just make a suggestion for your live show?
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Maybe I think you'd probably be the only guy doing this. It might be kind of like a prop thing, but you come out halfway through your show with those marching drums and.
Or maybe come onto the stage with the marching drums. After you're introduced, march on up there.
With the tri-toms?
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. It's Greg Hahn.
The crowd's going wild. I can hear them. I think that's kind of a long walk to the stage. How far is it from the side of the stage to the mic?
It's a big club, Tom.
I'm playing an arena, 80,000 seats.
He's coming from the back.
You're going to need some new material.
Yeah.
Ouch. No, I mean, it's 80,000 people.
Yeah.
But we have to take a break.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Greg Hahn on the drums, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks so much.
I want to hear some more.
Well, can we come back with more? Is there more?
Sure, I can play the drums all day. I'll take a solo from now until we close the show.
All right.
Dear Allie, I just started working at a restaurant and the manager is super hot and was so nice to me. He asked me on a date and we've now gone on 3. And I just found out his last 3 girlfriends have also been waitresses.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah, of course. Now I feel really stupid, but I do really like him. I think I might be different. What do you guys think?
Hey, look, don't laugh at this girl.
No. I know you're different.
I know why you're laughing because we've all.
I've been
and
there.
you've been there.
I've
Yes.
been there. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm different. Yeah.
We all have. Yes, exactly.
This couldn't be more. What do they call that? Central casting. Yeah, I mean, this is most restaurant managers pull this. Yeah, you're not different, and
as soon as the next hot waitress is
but there's no
hired,
reason for you to feel stupid. There really isn't.
Yeah, you can keep having fun, right?
Sure.
Right? Like,
And the reason this happens is economic. And it's because if you've ever been in this business, you know that the managers all end up quitting and becoming waiters because they make more money. They watch every night. The waiters and waitresses walk home with all the cash. In the meantime, they're bossing everybody around and not getting all the tips. You see, so this is
their perks in other ways.
Oh,
They take their perks in
other ways.
Other ways. Thank you. It starts with an O.
Which is tax deductible, but
yeah. Oh, yeah. Who knows? Maybe this is the one. But
I
hey,
didn't know there was a kitty tax.
I mean, I hate to agree with Alsman, but maybe hey, just have some fun.
Yeah. Don't feel stupid.
Don't take it seriously, though. Enjoy it, but don't get involved.
I got a couple suggestions. Wear half the uniform some night when you get back to
I
his
bet
place.
someone's already tried that, though. If he's dated a bunch of waitresses, that's been done, I would imagine.
Maybe the uniform from their competition.
Oh.
I'm a bad girl.
Yeah.
I'm a bad Applebee's girl.
I work at Chili.
It's going to come work for you.
Make sure you request the best shifts, though. I mean, you might as well milk it.
That's another good point.
And that's how you know that how he's going to start to ghost you.
Right.
You know, what do you mean I'm working Thursday lunches? That's coming up. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. We're at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom. How are you?
Good. We have an issue in the building right now.
Yeah.
Ace.
I'm going to tell you right now. You're going down the wrong street. Ace is not going to take responsibility. It wasn't his fault. The latest is it was the popcorn bag that was the problem. It wasn't him.
Yeah, the bag's at 2:30.
There we go.
And about 2:10, I pulled it.
Well, what's the main issue here?
That it stinks. The building stinks.
And we were
Burned, yeah.
we were debating whether Josh's cod that he cooked in the microwave or Ace's popcorn that he burned in the microwave smelled worse.
I'd say the cod all the way.
Was 10 times worse.
I contend the popcorn.
But it leads me to a possible topic.
Yes.
Is the term olfactory the one I want to use?
Olfactory.
Right, just olfactory.
I think olfactory is in Italy.
Okay, thank you. The worst olfactory experience of your life? I can tell you, I've got a couple of them. Chick will know one of them.
Oh, yeah, I know one of them.
We were in the Bahamas, and there was an island you could get to go to. You'd get on a boat. They would take you there and drop you off for, 4 or 5 hours, and they come back and get you.
Yeah.
And there
on
were
the island.
dozens of people on the boat. We get to the island, and the stench of the island, apparently it was something about a low tide had
Was
left.
it red tide?
I mean, it was like being in a sewer.
And you could swim with the dolphins, basically.
Yeah, which never do that. The dolphins were being kept in cages. It was awful. I felt terrible doing it.
I'm not making this up, but dolphins are horny.
Yeah, they are.
They're very horny.
And they said, especially ladies, the dolphin, they said, don't touch them down there, if you will.
Well, who's going to grab a dolphin dick?
Well, people do. 'Cause people are. That swimming with the dolphins thing, don't ever do that. It's cruel to the animals.
And I think they also made an announcement that if any of the women were on their cycle, the dolphins would know.
Oh, really?
It was, but the other aspect of it, because of whatever was happening, it was so terrible to be stuck with this odor, and there was nothing you could do. But if you saw a picture postcard, you go, oh, look at that, the palm trees, the sun, it was awful. The other terrible one in my life was I was painting a place and it was next to a silo, and the silage was rotting.
Oh, that can get real bad.
That was rough. But I think, I'm sure people out there have had terrible experiences.
There's a third one you're not mentioning.
What's that?
I believe you had to.
Didn't you date someone from a circus?
Oh, yeah. We've heard that story.
And God love you, you went ahead. You powered through.
Yeah, but there was some vomiting involved.
See, that had to have been the worst one because you actually puked.
I did actually, but then I was able to get away.
But he went ahead. That's the most guy thing on the planet.
Well, you're
okay?
young, you know.
Yeah. Damn right.
Yeah, you know me, I'm devoted.
Damn right.
I get up early, come into work every day. Same thing with that.
Some mornings you get up and vomit. Yeah,
that was rough. But that I was able to get away from that. The worst aspect of that story was when leaving the motel, my car stalled and it wouldn't restart, and I had to push it to a nearby garage without going back into El Stinko. Anyway, that's a very long story.
Isn't that a cute nickname for you?
Wait a minute.
El Stinko?
I don't know this story. This woman worked at a circus.
No, we'll tell you off the air.
Yes.
All right.
Well, the beginning, you've heard the beginning. This is true.
What was her job at the circus?
PR.
She handled,
okay.
She handled,
you.
She
No,
handled the
yeah.
clown. Remember? She brought the clown.
She brought the clown in.
Radio show.
So she brings this clown in. It was one of those lesser circuses, much like the one Jeff Rothpan talks about on his famous bit.
Loving every part of the story.
Oh, it's...
And she brings this clown in. It's whatever, 7 in the morning. She brings this clown in, and the guy comes in. He's smoking a cigarette.
How you doing? What's your name, Tom?
We're talking back and forth. I forget what his name was, and Blozo or something. Blah 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 blah. And this is the honest to God truth. I wish I had a tape of this. So then the music we're playing ends, and I said to him, "Okay, we've got so and so here from Bum Up Circus. So tell me, what kind of clown stuff do you do?" Honest to God, honk. He wouldn't talk.
Honk, 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 honk.
A non-talking clown.
Honk, honk.
So
Yeah.
you then...
I just might have had a dalliance with El Stink.
And you were shocked that the carny smelled bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But she was in management. You would think.
Yeah, you would think.
You're still in the carny world.
Okay.
She was more in the fish world.
Was she attractive?
You know what?
I hope she was attractive.
Yeah,
I think she was primarily attracting flies.
Lesson learned. Okay. There.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it was rough. Sorry. So I guess my question is for the folks listening. We certainly appreciate your being here with us.
Yes.
We've been talking about driver's ed a lot lately. If you have had an experience where there was something involved, especially where it was a smell you couldn't get away from, like you were stuck in whatever, a situation where for hours you had to breathe in stinky air.
There's a town in southern Ohio called southern Ohio called Chillicothe, Ohio.
Sure.
And they have a paper plant there.
That's really something.
And I don't know if it's still, but I used to have to go through there. What are they? Reading, writing, and Route 23. And I take 23 South to go to.
Yeah, that can be really stinky. And then also
really
some of the, what are they called? The holding ponds for manure and some of the
those
farms
are bad.
stink.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Pig farmers in their lake.
Years ago, the band Fish was playing at the amphitheater, and they had camping right there behind the venue. And I pulled in the fourth night, and the smell of sweaty humans permeated the air.
Yeah, that doesn't shock.
Yeah, that sounds pretty much on the nose.
Sounds
like. Yeah.
One time I was backstage getting ready to introduce Bruce Hornsby, and I was waiting for Mr. Hornsby to show up, and I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the porta-john, and I'm standing there waiting. There's someone's in there, and I opened the door, and sure enough, that's just the way it is. Here he comes. Bruce Hornsby comes out of it. And I go, "Hey, I'm going to introduce you." "Oh, thanks a lot." And he walks by, and it was the worst smelling.
Well, it's a porta-john. It's not necessarily Mr. Hornsby's contribution.
I think it might have been. He blew it up.
That's the way it is.
The pre-show smelled
Mandolin wind.
Smelled like a mandolin covered in crap. Boy, that's a great song. Mandolin. What's it doing to mandolin?
No, well, okay. We'd love to hear from you on any topic. Also, bobandtom.com, we've got our little pop-up store up, including those really cool charity shirts for Toledo and Cincinnati for our coming soon visits. Coming up in sports, we have what?
National God, men's NCAA tournament's coming up.
A huge day in basketball.
What's coming up? Everything.
No, I'm underscoring the aspect that I don't remember what he said 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I see.
No, but I don't know why you have to go, Tom, what's coming up?
Sorry,
As if you're trying to catch me off guard, which never happens. You're the one who's never prepared. We've got rules changes coming up in the NFL. Maybe some of them are as good as Josh's suggestions for defensive pass interference.
Okay, good. We'll look forward to all those things. We are in the O'Reilly.
Now I'm dismissed. Tom, if there's anything I can do for you during this commercial, you let me know, buddy.
Just be quiet.
Okay.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios.
All right.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Now, have you been having a good time here with the Bob?
I've had a great time here so far. I've actually been down here on a junket for Trojan rubbers to see how the larger sizes hold up there in the heat near the equator. So far, our test results have produced amazing information.
Okay, like what?
Well, I go 2-ply sometimes, Chris.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sometimes I go with the XL and then maybe something that's scented. And you should know, baby.
I don't know.
You've been involved in half of it. I swear to God, she has.
If the whole movie's just Rocky in a nursing home, can you imagine? He's calling out Bingo, all weathered in the face, looking more like Mickey each and every day, you know, just bored with life. And,
Yo, Adrian, I said B13, not B30.
Johnny, that was great.
Johnny, that was incredible.
Hey, Chet, can I get a tape of that?
You sure can.
Dear Diaries, this is my 3rd time to the Bahamas, but it's my first time here in Nassau's, and I probably already know more about the Far East than anybody I know. Since I stepped off the plane, my mission has been twofold. Hang some flyers to sell my boat and hunt down the mysterious free-range island wolf. The fact remains, the island wolf is the most dangerous of all wolves. I swear to God it is. Think about it, it's an island wolf. So naturally, no matter where it goes, it's already cornered.
That's right.
Island wolves are to the Bahamas what Bigfoot's is the United States. We know it's out there. I just pray I don't walk up on one when it's in heat or laying its eggs.
I saw you on MTV recently, Donnie.
Yeah, on ridiculousness.
Yeah. They
Yep.
called you ridiculous.
Right to my face.
Right to your face.
Oh, man.
I know. And you know what I think's ridiculous? Everywhere I travel now in the continental United States, don't matter where you go, Tom, you mentioned you can't go 2 miles without running into a roundabout, or they're trying to invent a roundabout.
I love them.
Yeah.
I hate them. I swear to God, they're basically crop circles that have been paved over. I was raised on 4-way stops. It was simple. You pulled up, you gave a good firm head fake. If that didn't work, you used your turn signal with your middle finger right to their face.
Now, roundabouts, actually, they reduce gas consumption substantially, and they reduce traffic fatalities a great deal, because you don't have the, what do you call it when you hit somebody from the
T-bone.
The T-boning. I'm a big fan of the roundabout.
Well, you've been watching too much Glenn Beck. I hate I swear, 4-way stops create gridlock and back up traffic. No, they don't. They give us time to sober up, dumbass. Now you got 9 drunks in a roundabout, Tom. You're messing with the Matrix.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Day 2. It's amazing how much money people blow on vacation. Today I seen Tim Wilson's drop about $20 on old Henry bars. What a waste. I mean, at his age, why start eating healthy now? That's $20 could have been robbed on a blackjack table, but the casino here sucks, and I'll say it right to their face. They don't even have scratch-off tickets in this one. I love the instant wins. Number 1, it's your best odds. Everybody knows it. And it's a win-win, because even if you don't win, you still get to eat all the candy that you scratch off. But unlike Tim Wilson's, I've been on a fixed income down here. Been a little short on cash. Been having to order off the kiddie menus for every meal. And even though I ain't under 12, they have to let you order off the kiddie menu. It's Commonwealth law. But I hate these waiters who think they're cute by still giving me the booster seat and crowns to color with. They're lucky I don't beat their ass. And I've gotten them back the last 3 meals without extorting to violence. They give me the crowns. I just change the daily special on the board to read pork swordfish, $10.99 a pound.
New York Jets cornerback and arguably the best player in the previous NFL draft, Sauce Gardner, is partnering up with, he went to Cincinnati, he's a Bearcat. He's partnering up with Buffalo Wild Wings to, of course, make something called sauce.
Donnie, don't you sell your man sauce?
Heck yeah, dude. By the court, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Little Guy Ranch.
I ain't bragging, but there was a time where I could bust a clay pigeon from 100 yards.
Skeet, indeed.
Now, is your man sauce cream based? What is the?
Well, let you know when she walks away, she'll be raising guppies in a jar. Swear to God.
Oh, man.
Oh, well, this will help.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Hey, Kenny, how are you?
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm in ATL. Just got in from ORD through DF Dub. I had to call you guys. You got the new Barstool guys in there, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, Pat McAfee, Todd McComas are here, yeah.
I know. Listen, Pat, heard you walked away from some major coin guy. I love it. Power move. Way to blow up the flow chart, Shooter. Now, get this. Holbeck, he was the GM of SmearCorps. His brother, not the one who ran Lucom into the ground. No, the older brother goes by Merck. He was pulling almost 40 G's on straight commission, and one day, just like you, up and said, my work's done here. Didn't even give the standard 2 weeks notice, and word has it he's making twice that much now with the remote-controlled chip clip people. So, almost exactly like your deal. Dot to dot to. Hey, Stud, I was going to ask you. Hang on, I got to take you. Get back. Hey, Shooter, we just landed.
No, we're still here.
No,
what
about me? Through RD. Not much. I'm just on hold right now with that idiot punter that walked away from like half a minute.
Wait a minute. You're not on hold.
Yeah, that one.
I can hear you.
I'm going to pitch him, but I just want to wait to make sure this isn't some sort of publicity stunt. No, the focus group loved it. It's a spin-off idea. The sports fan that eats too much cheese and ODs on the ultimate nachos every Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, we love it. It's called Barstool Softener. Well, yeah, the logo's the same, but our Barstool, zoom in. You'll notice the legs are a little, see that? The legs are all tapered, all four.
Sure. Is he going to reset his? Because he's talking to somebody else.
The money's in the detail, Mike. Listen, I got to take this. Hey, Pat, love the ballsy move, guy.
Hold on, Kenny.
Let's reload for next week. I got bored now before.
GPM, the Greenwood Park Mall.
Test drive a BMW. Get back to me.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. That joke of the day coming down the pike any second. I'm Chick McGee at the OrangeInsoles.com Sports Desk. And we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and here he is. He hasn't slept since the time changed. It's Tom Griswold.
Okay, now, so we've determined the word is olfactory.
Yes, sir.
The smell. We were talking about possible situations you may have been in which there was a stench of some sort. I forgot the one time I had some groceries in my car that I forgot were in there.
Oh, no.
How long did like the weekend?
Oh, the next day and there was some salmon in the.
Ooh.
That was rough. But
that is rough.
Yeah, but Pat was telling me, and I did the same. We had a babysitter that put some popcorn in the microwave and inadvertently hit 20 instead of 2 minutes, and had to throw the microwave away.
Oof.
Couldn't get the smell out.
Check out the Pat Godwin story. Pat?
Yeah, when the microwaves weren't quite as easy, I did.
No.
Well, they're easy now.
You were gonna make microwave popcorn. Go ahead.
Yeah, 3 minutes, and I put it on 30 minutes and just ruined the whole microwave. Was on fire. I think the apartment was ruined.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not good.
And don't forget, you don't get to enjoy a bag of popcorn after that.
Never again. It's easy now. Express cook 1, 2,
Sometimes
3,
they even have a
boom.
popcorn button.
It's boom.
Oh, they do have a popcorn button.
By all means,
You have to listen to the popcorn.
Not back
Don't
in
go
my
by the
day.
numbers.
I'm with you, Christy.
You got to listen.
That's
When
what I
it
do.
stops slowing, when it starts
always
slowing
true.
down, you pull it out.
Always go by the numbers.
Say it
Never had a
again?
problem.
When it starts slowing down, you pull it out.
Okay.
I still like the Jiffy Pop.
Oh, yeah.
Can you even get that?
Yes, I think.
The stovetop is?
Well, first of all, you have to get a time machine.
Yes.
And then when you get out at
No, but it's
1973,
so fun because you get that globe, that aluminum foil globe that you can put on your head like you're a Martian and go, hello.
Where do you get
You have never
Jiffy
done
Pop?
Jiffy Pop.
You can buy Jiffy Pop.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay. When I ask, where do you get it? And you answer me with, they have it. I don't know.
When I got the
Amazon.
popcorn that burned today, at Meyer, it was right there.
Yeah.
We never had it growing up. We had an actual popcorn.
Well, that's
So do we.
even better.
They make a very nice. It's called the Whirly Pop.
I have one.
And you get to put the popcorn in there with your
and you spin it.
And you crank it. Crank.
So much fun.
It is great.
Oh, good. Well, it's time for this program to get to down to the business of sports with Chick McGee.
NCAA men's basketball tournament. The 64 teams are set because last night Marcus Foster scored 22 points and Zach Fremantle had 15 and overcoming foul trouble as Xavier rallied past Texas 86-80 in a first 4 game at UD Arena in Dayton. Xavier Musketeers. I am Porthos. I am
Porthos.
Anos.
I love it.
Anos.
Isn't it?
I don't think
Porthos, Anos, D'Artagnan.
The D'Artagnan is you've got
D'Artagnan.
Who is the fourth? It's the most
Probus.
Probus?
I don't remember.
Rectus.
It is Rectus. Yes.
And Vagus. I'm sorry.
Vagus. Now
She was the lady musketeer.
Illinois on Friday in Milwaukee, and the other.
Sorry.
The other first game last night, Dola Odebayo and Jetty Cordia each scored 22 as Mount St. Mary's. No, just shaking hands.
By the way, I noticed you're going with Xavier, which is that
because that's the correct
way to do it.
Yes.
So this Xavier thing I keep hearing is
Hilljack. I can speak Hilljack if you'd like.
You know what happened? Xavier, they beat their asses last night. You knew it was going to happen.
I knew it.
Dickie and I were there.
I was playing my xylophone, and I said,
Xavier's my favorite basketball team. Get over here.
I hear your ex-wife won $1 million in the lottery.
On the xylophone.
I'll kill her.
Jeez. That's a dark side of it.
I didn't know the Dickie boys buried people. Anyway, Mount St. Mary's beat American University, where I was bounded. I wanted to go to American University so bad in Washington, D.C. Apparently, as I understand it, I was too stupid to get into the.
No, I don't believe that.
I think that might have been the case. Anyway, Mount St. Mary's wins 83-72. And NIT winners last night: North Texas, SMU, Bradley, George Mason, Dayton. Flyers win, advance in NIT. UC Irvine. UC Irvine R. Levine, UAB, Loyola Chicago, and Sister Jean's happy.
Hang on a second. Anyone get the Irving R. Levine reference?
Yeah.
Of course not.
Ace, what was he famous for?
Some kind of broadcaster on CBS, I believe.
But he did what?
Yeah, you're so smart. What did he do?
He always wore a bow tie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's something I would have known.
Is anybody doing that now? Is there there's usually one
some
guy.
people that
No, but I mean on TV, is there a bow tie guy right now?
There's a weather guy here in town locally. That does
One
it.
basketball dude doesn't he? Bald, tall, white guy.
Goes with a.
Isn't he often wearing a bow tie?
Really?
I don't know.
That's a odd thing.
What's wrong with it? I think it's cool.
No, I think it's nice. It's always nice to have like one or two bow tie guys.
Yeah.
As long as they don't have a banjo and one of those garter belts on their sleeve.
Didn't Senator Paul Simon always wear a bow tie?
There you go. I enjoyed Senator Paul Simon's voice.
I particularly like it with the photograph of him with Art Garfunkel.
Yes,
Very confusing.
Yeah, it was confusing.
Frost Bank Center in San Antonio last night. The Spurs win 120-105 over the New York Knicks.
Knicks.
I mentioned this to tell you. Sandro Kelashvili went off. He had 34 points. He only missed one shot, 13 of 14 from the floor. And guess who? Mamu Kelashvili's number one fan is.
Can we reopen Ellis Island?
That's right.
I mean, you're now Bill Davis.
I need to. Flava Flav was right. There's Mamu.
Everybody, I'm so excited. My family's here. Oh, yeah.
My family's here. It's Flava Flav.
Flava Flav. Brother here. It's an unbelievable night. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We love you guys. Have you ever seen a shooting performance like this before?
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say, my man is on fire!
All right.
Wow.
You know, we covered that just because.
Oh, that's funny.
Flava Flav.
How tall is that guy, by the way?
Very.
He's close to 7.
He makes Flava Flav look like he's 4 feet tall.
Isn't it weird that Flava Flav is Eskimo brothers with Sylvester Stallone?
Right. They both dip their wick in the same well.
Oh, goodness gracious sakes alive. That's correct.
Weird.
Yeah.
Does he wear the clock in bed?
He had the clock on there.
Well, that's his thing.
He's got to, right?
It's on brand, right?
Is it always a clock with hands, or does he ever have like digital?
I don't know. Sure. I think it's always has hands. Tom.
Okay.
He
Coming
had a
up.
grandfather clock for a while, but it hurt his back.
Okay, makes sense.
Take a step. Drag the clock.
Well, all this sporting activity, what could one do to make it a little more fun?
Prize Picks. That's right. The second half of the basketball season is here, both pro and college, and the race to the playoffs and the tournament is heating up. The best place to cash in on your favorite sports, Prize Picks. Over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports more accessible. And that app for Prize Picks, so easy to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport. Pick more or less on their projection. You could win up to 1,000 times your money. Don't miss your chance to cash in as the league's best fight for playoff positioning. Join Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40 states, including California and Texas. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code TOM and get $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on Prize Picks, and you get $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play $5. Win or lose, you get $50 in credit just for playing, guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Coming up, comedian Frank Caliendo will be joining us. Also, comedian Al Jackson and one of the guitar greats, Alex Lifeson, formerly of the great band Rush. Looking forward to all those guys. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Ready and action. Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
That sounds good to me.
No problem here. Sorry, that'd be my fault.
The hell was that? Ready and action. Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
Well, that sounds good to me.
No problem here.
How's it going?
Morning.
Hey, hold on there, kid. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We thought we'd barge in. God.
There's a new one. Hey, kid, hold on there. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We do a morning radio show here in town.
Here's the deal. We thought we'd break into your house.
Consarn it. Shoot. Darn it.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, great. Fish again.
You know, we can vote you off this commercial.
You know, Chick wanted Richard Hatch.
What if we paid you to say you liked us?
We can vote you off.
Okay.
Come way down.
And now the news. Oh.
You do sports.
And now the sports.
That would be you, Chick.
Sports terms that sound dirty, but they're not.
Oh, really?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Coming in first place.
Good.
Palming the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Taking it to the hole.
Yeah.
Just don't get your holes mixed up.
Right. Ooh.
Just don't get your holes messed up.
Flip the cord over. Flip the cord over.
I don't want it in my...
I don't know if that's what they're looking for here.
Don't Christ.
How
many times have I heard that?
Take two.
A London homeowner who discovered 3 men trying to rob his house had no difficulty in describing one of the suspects. He had no legs.
Ooh, usually in crime, it's the... Usually in crime, it's the police that are stumped, not the criminals.
I know you guys probably aren't interested, but guess what I did this weekend?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did you impeach Bush?
No.
Buzz the honey hole.
No.
Flick the minnow? Did you flick the minnow? Flicking the old minnow?
Flicking
wow.
the minnow?
Or did you impeach Clinton?
Bailing out the gravy boat? Is that what you were doing?
Finger the fountain.
Sounds like a wonderful time, but no, I didn't do any of those things. Sorry.
What a boring weekend.
Yeah,
Move on.
yes.
Bounce the bearded clam.
Did you attend the clam twiddling jamboree?
That's it? That's what I
Get
did?
to that or not?
I double dribbled.
Mm-hmm. Tom did.
I just took his only line. It's okay. I like to think of Bob as the funny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Prop, yeah.
It's part of the drinking act. I like to think of Bob as the funny one, and I'm more the philosophical one.
Ah.
Really? By the way, you left your headlights on. Socrates.
What's new?
Can you do the other
That's
line?
it?
That's it.
That was the joke?
What was
That's
the other
it?
line?
This one right here. I think of Bob as the funny one. I'm more of the philosophical one.
Really?
Will you shut up and drink your hemlock, please?
I told you to be too hip for you. Hemlock, you know.
Hemlock.
Socrates.
What is it?
Poison.
Why does it start with H? What, hemlock? Headlights? What's next?
Hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid?
Top show, Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, buddy.
We've got the Ace Cosby joke of the week coming up here in just
Joke of the day.
Day.
Nice try.
You keep trying.
I think it's the week. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom, and we have a special guest.
Now, the handsome factor's gone way up in this room. Frank Caliendo is here with us, veteran stand-up comedian Frank Caliendo. We knew Frank when he wasn't a veteran stand-up comedian. He was a brand new stand-up comedian.
Baby comedian.
Little baby comedian, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with a new moniker, Frankie C.
Yeah.
This seems to have not taken off. All right.
I like it.
I thought after Flavor Flav I had a chance, but apparently not with this.
Is that your hip-hop name, Frankie C?
I'm more hop than hip-hop. I'm the second half. Just
more hopscotch.
very little hip, very and just light on the hop.
Yeah, okay, very good. Your tour starts in April, right? You're going to be in Dallas, is that correct?
Yeah, Dallas Addison Improv, April 3rd, Houston Improv, April 5th and 6th. Then I go Louisville, which I learned yesterday. I was on sports radio in the afternoon yesterday. I made sure I said Louisville. I got it right. There were like 7 different options that I had, but I made sure to say Louisville. And then Fort Wayne, Indianapolis,
Columbus,
Cincinnati, and then Columbus.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
You're good at this.
It's a fun, it's a fun run. FrankOnStage.com for tickets. And we added Al Jackson to the shows because Al's adding himself to everybo's shows.
Yes.
Apparently.
He's got some free time.
Al needs work.
But it's great. That was perfect because I was like, well, we'll put you on as a special guest. And then he's like, yeah, it sounds like extra. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Buy one, get one free.
That's cool.
And Willie's on those shows too.
Good.
Willie G.
Good. Willie G. There you go. Now, see, that sounds legit.
Yeah.
That sounds like kind of like a hip-hop MC type name.
Yeah.
What was yours again?
Frankie C. You just take my first name and last initial, and it creates the moniker.
Yeah. Frankie C sounds more like an Italian restaurant owner.
Hey, welcome to Frankie C.
You're going to like the food or you're going to die.
Yeah.
That's why we call you Tommy G.
Yeah.
If you see somebody drive by, duck.
Frank, it's good to see you. You're joining us right in the middle of the award nominated Chick McGee sports broadcast.
We got an NFL thing here. The Vikings have committed to moving forward with J.J. McCarthy as their starting quarterback this season. Apparently have said either through back channels or they haven't been very public about it, but the message is getting out there. They are not in the Aaron Rodgers market. So that leaves the New York Giants or the Pittsburgh Steelers is what everyone's saying, where Aaron will end up this season. And, of course, that's one of the first signs of offseason. Aaron doesn't know where he's going to play, and then we sit around and we wait, and he's making it, he's walking on the beach, he's close to a decision, he's having ayahuasca.
I heard he was looking through the JFK files. You hear about that, man?
They released them yesterday.
Tell you what, that's Aaron Rodgers. That's got Aaron Rodgers written all over it, man. I tell you what, little Spider 2, why, who took the shot, man?
And Netflix, Cincinnati's Joe Burrow, Atlanta's Kirk Cousins, and Detroit's Jared Goff will be featured on the second season of Netflix Quarterback Series, which was really swell first season. So I would imagine this one will be just as great. The streamer announced the series will debut in July with a video released on Wednesday. Quarterback debuted in 2023, one of Netflix's top streamed series. And it was
nothing but a streamer.
And it was produced by Omaha.
That's where you wear quarterback. Oh no.
Omaha production. That brings us to Cincinnati, Ohio, and the Roger Bacon High School underwater hockey team. That's right. They'll be competing in the 46th annual College Royal Underwater Hockey Tournament hosted by the University of Guelph, Guelph.
Right.
The Guelph Underwater Hockey Club in the Gold Pool at the W.F. Mitchell Athletic Center on the campus of the University of Guelph in Guelph, Ontario.
It's not Guelph.
On Saturday.
That's a whole different...
Grandma, I'd like to.
Could be Guelph. Coming up on Saturday. That's the least of my troubles, how we're pronouncing Guelph.
I know you're going to get mad at me when I ask, but how does this
Roger
work?
Bacon continues to have they're underwater and they're playing hockey. Roger Bacon continues to have the only high school underwater hockey team in the United States. They'll be sending 2 squads. squads, Roger Bacon Team A.
Weighted skates?
And Roger Bacon Team B.
I'm kind of with Chrissy. Do they wear weight belts?
I would imagine they would to stay underwater, yes, because we're made partially of air.
I got to look this up.
90% air, right?
Yeah. And who sent us
We are
this?
90% air.
Oh, this is from Paul Whittekind from Roger Bacon High School in Cincinnati. Very excited about all this.
Canadian bacon this week. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Well, are we going to keep up with this? You're going to get some scores?
He's supposed to give us results
Okay, good.
on Saturday, and we'll try to follow up on Monday. You know, because we're nothing better than we do is follow up.
Yeah, cool.
One of the key challenges of the game, players are not able to use breathing devices or scuba gear while playing.
Well,
They must hold
duh.
their breath.
Yeah.
Of course. Huh.
Are they wearing pads?
Ace, it's a fair question. Face mask.
I don't have a photograph
Didn't
of
you
them.
used to play water polo, but your horse kept drowning? Isn't that right?
Yeah, okay.
That's what I think. Okay.
They
I'd
are
like to see
not
a
wearing
hockey-
pads, Ace.
I'd like to see a hockey fight underwater.
That because action movies every now and then a fight will break out in the pool.
And the
Those
hockey
kinda
sticks
cool.
are real short. They're like,
Yeah, they're
Makes sense.
handheld little.
Yeah, they're like a
all right,
little-
Tom's way over it.
Yeah. Tom wants us to move on.
Yeah.
Frankie C.
Yeah, Frank's here. Yeah, okay.
I think it's Frank. Interesting that Frank's first impression is of someone who may be reemerging.
Maybe. All you have to be is on the internet for a few seconds. You see John Gruden. I tell you what, man, we're going to do some unboxing here, man. You ever get that present at Christmas where they have a box inside of a box inside of a box inside of a box, and then they give you a clue? Then you get the clue, and you're traveling all around your house like some sort of, crazy situation. You find another box, then you got a box inside of a box inside of another box.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of fun, man. I do that all day. I love that, man.
Now,
We scheme for that in my house, man. Me and Jay, my brother, he used to coach the Washington Redskins. Remember that chick?
Oh, I remember that.
He did. He didn't love that time, man. No, he didn't.
Isn't John Gruden about to get back into the NFL? Is that the rumor?
He wants to.
There's always a rumor. He'll be there at college or something. I think he's. Have you ever heard the interviews he does? Like when they would interview guys at the combine, the types of questions he would ask. He goes, "How much you love football, man?" The guy would be like, "I love football." "I'll bet you don't love football as much as I love football." Like, what do you say to that? What's your reply? No, I love football. You think you love football more than I love football? I don't think you love football anywhere near as much as I love football. Now go diagram a spider 2Y banana, man. I got shaking so much my headphones.
Yeah. You're turning red over there.
Into a tree. You love football.
I'll tell you what. That's what I said to my dog, And then I realized it was my son Deuce. I got a son named Deuce, man.
That's really something.
He could lift like 500 pounds. He's a tremendous young man. But I'll tell you what, talking to a tree, you ever talk to a tree? Problem is when the tree starts talking back, man. When they talk back to you. And I was over... he always does that. He goes off on tangents. I was over behind my house, and I was looking at a tree. It turns out there's elves making cookies in there, man. I'll tell you what.
God.
Frank Caliendo is our guest, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Happy to be here. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and over there at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk, it's Chick McGee. I hear there's some potential new rules in the NFL.
NFL has announced proposals for rule changes ahead of the 2025 season. These are rule proposals. Among those, Detroit proposed eliminating an automatic first down as a penalty imposed for defensive holding and illegal contact. The team has also proposed amending the current playoff seeding format.
I'm against it.
Wild card scared me to death.
I'm sorry.
Amending the current playoff seeding format to allow wild card teams to be seeded higher than division champions if the wild card team has a better record. They've been complaining about that for a while. Green Bay proposed eliminating that so-called tush push that the world champ Philadelphia Eagles insist on using.
If nothing else, give it a different name.
Well, the brotherly shove. Do you like that better?
I do
Those
like
are the
that.
only two that the nicknames so far.
I don't know.
Quarterback sneak thing.
Do you think it should be legal?
No, it's helping the runner, and that was illegal forever in the NFL. You can't help a runner.
How do you feel about the Mo Howard eye poke?
All for it.
Should that be legal?
How I feel about the Three Stooges.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
got an easy defense. You just put your hand up against your nose. Yeah. Now then he can go to two index fingers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought that was illegal.
Yeah.
But you got to practice that. You got to practice.
Don't give him the deuce.
You wanted to say deuce. That's it.
I'm just a callback to Frank.
And Philadelphia proposed aligning the postseason and regular season overtime rules so that both teams have an opportunity to possess the ball regardless of the outcome of the first possession. Yeah.
You don't agree with that, Josh?
I say bring back sudden death. Take care of it in regulation.
The team that wins the coin,
I agree on
team that wins the coin toss disproportionately wins the game. Anyone with even a modicum of education and stats realizes that.
Isn't it only like 51% though?
I think it's at least 80. The point is,
I think you might be right.
You know what? Then maybe they should look.
I might want to change my opinion.
I think backing me up on that, of course, Robert Downey Jr. Mr.
Of course, yeah. Why wouldn't we? You know, it sounds good to me. Just drank a full soda, so belching the rest of the punchlines
out. The tush push is that's not fair. It's like the flying wedge.
Well, you know what the Eagles fans will say? Well, stop it then.
It sounds to me like encouraging your player to get in there, you know.
Yeah, get your face in there. Bury your face in there.
Nowhere else in the game are you allowed to help the other guy. I mean, you got to. I mean, that's what the game is all about. I mean, you got to be and do what you have to do. And if another guy helps you do the thing you're trying to do, I mean, that's not you doing it anymore.
That's very insightful.
Thank you, Mr. Madden. I certainly appreciate that.
When he's right, he's right.
I'm just watching up here from heaven.
Sure, yeah. How is it up there?
I had nothing to do today, so you know, there's just those busts in the Hall of Fame. A lot of those guys are up here.
You hang out, you play poker.
Yeah, we built like those dogs in the picture. You ever see that painting with the dogs playing poker?
Yeah, the weird thing is they don't love football more than John Gruden.
You ever play that video game? You
the Madden video game. He would call it you.
Yeah, you'd call me football.
I had to think about what that meant.
It's all right, John.
I still needed 3 different people in the room to explain. Not one person, not 2 people, but 3 people had to.
I got a call the other day. This is Frank talking for myself. I got a call the other day from my agent, and they said, because Nicolas Cage is in that Madden movie, in the movie, which is about the video game. And some of the producers, something I don't know who was it. I don't think it was Nick Cage. They want you to do a Skype with Nicolas Cage. My agent comes, would you do a Skype with Nicolas Cage?
Skype?
Would you do that?
Cool.
Or not Skype. Like
Zoom,
I'm 10 years ago
Zoom?
as far as technology. A Zoom or something. I'm like, no. If I'm going to show him teach him a little bit about the Madden voice, I'm going to hang out with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, even better, yeah.
That's the way I would do it. So he's like, Frank, if I may call you that. Sure, it's my name. You're welcome.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's like, I think the Cage he's up in here, right? Here in the nasal as far as impression.
So you can do Nicolas Cage?
I'm trying. He's been doing it.
You were absolutely nailing it, Frank.
By the way, before that I was doing a John Madden, in case you wondered what.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that. I said the game is called me.
No, you were absolutely killing Nicolas Cage.
Yes, you were.
I've never seen any of his movies.
Perfect.
So I've
never seen a Nicolas Cage.
Never seen National Treasure?
Yeah.
No.
We're going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, it sounds just like him.
Yes.
I've never seen any of his movies.
They've been working on it.
I walked out of that Las Vegas thing. It was too
when
depressing.
you meet the person, you can totally. I'm sure he's worried about me wanting to do social media, and I just don't do that. That's
no.
If I were to hang out with somebody, I'd be like, no, this is a moment that I just want to tell stories about. Then my agent's like, well, if you help them out on this, they should give you a little role in the movie. Because first they wanted me to audition for Howard Cosell. And I'm like, I'm not going to audition to play Howard Cosell in the Madden movie. Because no matter what, even if I got it, which I'm probably not going to get it, just me going, this is Howard Cosell. I'm just going to be very average or below average. And people are like, why is he in this? And then Cage is going, that guy looks like he got hit by a freight train.
There we go.
So Brett Favre. So I figured they were just asking me to audition so they could then ask me to help on it because they never wanted to cast me in it, right? I'm not thinking that. The agent's like, no, they're interested. I'm like, they're not interested in me for that. I look nothing like Howard Cosell. But I'm sure I could be like a research helper for the John Madden.
Yeah.
But to go back, the Cage is here and
Very
here
good.
and here.
And then if you bring it down, it's in the throat. That's Madden. Madden's down. I mean, and then you just turn it into that right there, which is Bill Walton, John Madden, and Ted Koppel. So,
that's
we
great.
all live somewhere in the bottom of Frank's neck.
I love the Ted Koppel. Yeah, no, I walked out of that movie. Leaving Las Vegas caused me to be leaving the theater. Yeah, didn't care.
The Oscar.
Yeah,
won the Oscar.
Yeah, the one that's incredibly depressing. I've got better things to do in my life. I know. I figured it out early on, so I don't need to watch him die. I'm leaving.
To Las Vegas to drink myself to death.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, great. That's great.
Boom.
Great theme. I'd rather watch Toy Story. I'm sorry. Back to the sports desk with
Here's
Chick McGee.
something just for Tom. The Nebraska Cornhuskers made headlines last night after the team pulled off one rare play in baseball, Tom. I need your attention.
I'm listening.
The Huskers successfully completed the hidden ball trick.
Oh.
Did you see his face light up?
Enjoys it.
I love this.
Third inning of the 11-4 victory over Pepperdine. We have the video of it. See if you can catch the first baseman. He perfectly. There, he tags him out, right? He throws the ball back to the pitcher. Or does he? And the guy goes, okay, I'm going to take a lead.
You're out.
You're out of here.
He didn't really throw the ball.
That's
tricky.
Everything anyone needs to know about how big a sports fan Tom is.
Every golden retriever was watching that video going, what? He threw the ball.
He threw the ball there.
I don't get it.
What happened?
Tom could get tricked multiple times by the hidden ball trick in the game.
Absolutely.
That's the third time. You're out. Get out of here.
The first known recorded hidden ball trick in Major League Baseball took place on September 24th, 1901. Senators and Tigers third baseman Bill Coughlin holds the distinction of being known as the master of the hidden ball trick.
I don't like it.
It seems like it's cheating.
Yes. To me, it's sort of a delay of game type thing. It's cheating? There should be, after the person is called safe on the base, there should be a maximum of 3 to 5 seconds. And then the play is dead.
Or maybe until the pitcher has the ball again, everything's dead.
Well, in that case, if you wait until the pitcher has the ball again, he could stand there for 30 seconds and wait for the guy to step off the plate. So that doesn't work.
Okay. Well, until they get the Statue of Liberty going in the NFL, that's my favorite play, Frank.
Well, they can run the Statue.
You know the Statue of Liberty?
I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good play right there. Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. The quarterback goes like this, like the Statue of Liberty, then the guy grabs the ball.
I heard France wants that play back.
That's what I heard, too.
Yeah,
that's going to be hard. Are they going to take it in one big piece?
They don't even play football over there.
What's wrong with that? They don't play. That's sports, Tom.
Oh, thank you very much.
We'll be back with Christy and News.
We're hanging out with comedian Frank Caliendo. Where do you go again, Frank Caliendo?
Frank, easy, so you don't even have to spell Caliendo. FrankOnStage.com. And the big ones coming up are Louisville, Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Ohio, and then Columbus, Ohio.
And you got Al Jackson and Willie G hanging out with you?
Yeah.
That's going to be great.
And Patrick Keane is doing we're working on writing a bunch of new stuff, too.
Yeah.
Well, I'll come back at some point during that week or so, and I'm going to bring Patrick Keane and his teeth with me.
All right. I'm looking forward to all those things. Also looking forward to Christy Lee with, what have you got over there?
Well, we have some sleep techniques for those of you who have trouble falling asleep at night that actually work, according to this story. We also have abstaining from sex. Is it good? Is it bad? We'll find out.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Christy.
It's horrible.
Horrible. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
I can't help but notice, sir, you're wearing extremely tight, what are those called?
They are called Lycra Spandex Pursuit Pants.
Now, is that a potato in the front there, or Tom?
Glad to see you.
Tom. Oh, I'm sorry. Looks like Jim and the twins are pretty cozy this morning, sir.
Never hurts to advertise.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
He's smuggling topsoil for an offshore development project.
Well, yeah, I always end, well, a White Castle.
Really?
Yeah. I was, God, I was so drunk I thought I was in McDonald's. I ordered a quarter pounder. I got 500 hamburgers. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Help me.
Okay, thank you.
Pick a number between 1 and 50. We'll ask our guest, then I'll just hit a random sound effect. We'll see if it fits the commercial.
All right.
1 and 50, Clinton. Pick a number.
35.
35.
That's Andy Moore Ford.
35. Here we go.
Heavenly deals at Andy.
There you go.
You'll think you've died and gone to
Pick another number,
at
Clinton.
Andy Moore Ford.
27.
27.
Andy Moore Ford. Electrifying deals at Andy Moore Ford.
Okay, pick another number. Go ahead, Clinton. Any number.
8.
8? Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, dear.
They have body shop.
They have a body shop at Andy Moore Ford.
Any other number. Go ahead. Pick one more.
19.
That's our manager screaming at the fabulous deals you'll find.
Where is that?
At Andy Moore Ford.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Man, I wish I'd lived here today's show.
Me too. I wish I was here.
You know, there's a reason I'd never heard of this band.
Why?
Because this guy had to have his penis cut off for publicity. You know, I prefer musicians who can actually make it on their skill, not on their lack of a dick. So,
I knew you'd have
I know how to make it in show business.
That's what I said.
Yikes. I know how to make it in show business. First we whip it out, and then we take a cleaver.
How does he pee?
Sitting down.
All over the place.
Yeah, that was the video.
No, that's not true, Clint. How does he pee? Depends.
Okay, never mind. Sorry I asked.
Hard copy all of a sudden. This is exclusive.
Dogs die in the cargo hold?
Occasionally.
And then they just replace them with a dog that looks similar. They got a big dog farm for these things, man. All the airlines share the same dog farm.
Dave, we need a Shih Tzu.
Brown face, white feet.
We need a Shih Tzu, gate C27.
It's a number 8.
Yeah.
Bring us that number 8.
Another newfie coming in on United. Try to take care of that.
Yeah, he's stiffering aboard. Come on in.
Okay.
The big danger this time of year is the heat. If they were down there, and if the plane is delayed on the tarmac for any reason, it can be a problem. So, that was just a story this week that came out.
Do the right thing. Drive your dog.
Warning folks that are flying their dogs about that.
There you go.
I ain't making this up.
And if it's a small dog, like a tiny little hand dog,
yeah, you can put it underneath your seat.
no, just throw it out the window because those aren't real dogs.
Those aren't real dogs.
This is cool. I like doing radio.
How can you change a dinosaur's name?
I don't know.
Yeah, halfway through.
Halfway through.
Do you know what the smallest dinosaur was?
What?
The clitoris. A little red, pinkish dinosaur.
Well, congratulations.
Wow.
You finally got it on the air.
Done it, haven't you?
Congratulations.
Way to go.
See, all that filthy lunch talk, and now it's on the air. Are you happy now? Are you a big man saying clitoris? Is that it?
See, I always thought the smallest one was the lick-a-lot-of-puss, but apparently.
It does smell like barbecue sauce.
There is barbecue sauce.
Christy made us meatloaf. I'm terrified.
We're celebrating Joe Day. Oh, wait a minute. Now we're being
it's Meatloaf Day, evidently.
interrupted here. We have Christy's meatloaf has just been brought into the room.
Bob's going to try some of
When did you make this, Christy?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
Meatloaf is always best in the fridge after a couple
Are there any fillers in this?
Any fillers?
What's your recipe? Can you share your recipe?
Yeah, I use ground chuck, some barbecue sauce, a little bit of Italian breadcrumbs, couple
Is there
of
barbecue
eggs.
sauce on this?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't listening.
Barbecue sauce. And then
So what's the verdict over there, Bob?
Well, it's barbecue meatloaf.
I put barbecue and syrup on the top.
Is it good barbecued meatloaf? Or?
Yeah, I've never had barbecue on my meatloaf before.
Not bad?
No, it's not bad at all.
I don't like to. It's not bad at all.
My
That's
kids
damning
ask
with
for
faint praise. I can't eat. I'm meat intolerant.
Seriously, my kids don't eat a lot of seconds in my house, and
this is very good. This is a new twist to a meatloaf.
Yeah,
I've never
it's
had
kind
this
of a
before.
sweet
What kind of barbecue sauce?
Well, can we get this food show all over the
Like
we have
Sweet
things
Baby
to do.
Ray? Or?
Let's can we celebrate Joe Day again,
Let's
please?
do that.
No, don't feed it to me.
Here.
Eat it.
No, it's very good.
Thank you.
You need to dunk it in ketchup, though. That's the way I eat meatloaf.
No, I don't use ketchup in my meatloaf.
A hint of dog food. Just a hint.
'18th. We'll have some tickets for that show coming up. I know Gunnar has tickets for that Offspring show Saturday, July 26th, also at the Ruoff.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. There's Josh and Ace, Christy, Pat. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom. We have a special guest today.
He is comedian Frank Caliendo, about to mount a special club tour, among other things. And it's always a pleasure to see Frank Caliendo. And Mr. Caliendo, how are things in the home life? I know you've got a couple of kids, a wife, a house full of her stuff, and then
a couple houses full of her stuff. That's when you have to expand the home to get everything in. Well, it's been actually a little bit of a struggle lately. My mom is in the hospital. I flew into Milwaukee. I was going to surprise her. She wasn't in the hospital when I took off. So from Phoenix.
Oh.
So, and she didn't know I was coming. I landed, and my brother Rico, who's the most Italian of us. There's Frankie, Rico, and Terry. And Rico does my books, by the way. So they're always pristine. Right. So I land, and Rico goes, did you get the car yet? The rental car? I'm like, yeah. He goes, okay, well. Mom's in the hospital. I was like, okay, I'm on my way over. So I head over. I get there. Again, she doesn't know that she's in the emergency room, doesn't know that I'm on my way. I walk in. She's been out of it, kind of in and out. She's had some other problems, and this was just a recurrence. She looks up. She goes, her eyes open. She's like, Frankie, wait. How long have I been here? I'm like, that's a great line. Like, she didn't know I was coming, so it was like she thought she'd been there for days. And I mean, it perked her up that she saw me.
Yeah,
I'm her favorite. And
yes,
of course,
yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, you missed an opportunity.
What did I?
You could have said, "It's been a year, Mom."
No.
There've been a lot of.
I say bigger than
bigger,
that.
yeah.
But not too big. Like 27.
By the way, you have a card from President Vance.
That's right. Do the whole thing, man.
She made me do Trump for the nurses. Because they ask her, what's your birthday? She gives the birthday, like, who's the president? And she's like, my son, Frankie, tell him who it is. And she's like, do the voice. I was like, well, you're asking the right guy. She's doing, she knows who I am, but she can't remember the name. And my name is Elon Musk. No, he's a great guy. He's helping us. I did create a new character for Donald Trump. It's a mashup. It's Ronald McDonald Trump.
Oh!
Yeah, it's tremendous. We've got the Hamburglar. We're working on, he's rubbling, and he's so we've got some help. We've got Mayor McCheese doing a tremendous job. Mayor McCheese is working with me, and Officer Big Mac, and also Elon McMuffin. The three of us, the four of us, we're doing a great job.
Now, is it true, Mr. President, that you fired half of the Fry guys?
We did. We had to. Elon came in and he said, "You're not doing what you need to do, and it's costing too much." And we're going to build a wall between the restaurant and the play area. And then we're going to build a ball pit. It's going to be the best ball pit, and it's like a spherical moat. It's going to be tremendous, and we're going to make Playland great again. It's going to be the number one. It's not any better. You can't get any better. J.D. Value Mill. He's a great guy.
That's Frank Caliendo. Oh, that's so funny,
Very
Frank.
good.
So funny. Now, we have completed our sportscast. Am I
Yes,
correct in
sir.
saying that?
Yes, we have completed your sports.
We have to get a new signal, so I know.
I said Christy next.
Do you hate coming over here? I'm ready.
We love coming over there, Christy, especially lately. I don't know what's happened.
You have the
Whatever
song.
Josh
You have the
said,
song in your dog
I'd
room.
like to double.
Now, Christy, this is interesting because I know that you are in the process of moving.
Yeah.
And what's
really?
what's
First I'm
interesting
hearing of it.
what's interesting to me is you're dressing better than ever. So are you just uncovering all these old clothes you'd forgotten you had, or is
Pretty much.
you look great again today?
I can't endorse. Christy turned me on to that. I can't endorse getting your house organized anymore. It's
Yeah.
like Christmas every day. You come on. I wondered where that was
Yep.
every day. It's great.
We share the same organizing
Yep.
person, and it's
Absolutely great.
she's great.
You ever seen my closet?
I have not.
You know what it looks like?
You have everything on display.
We're not
right?
allowed in your home.
Here's what it looks like. Yeah, I'll tell you, Frank. These are my shirts: black, 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 blue, 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 black, 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 black. Oh, there's a white one. Handy. That's it.
And it's all the same brand, right? It's all the same shirt, just a different color.
Yeah, more or less.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
And you can see them. They're all on. And they folded or hanging?
Hanging. Shirts
You
are
have
hanging.
short sleeves and then long sleeves.
I don't have any short sleeves.
You're wearing a short sleeve.
Oh, the golf shirts. Yes, I do not wear button down.
Listen to the reason why he doesn't wear shorts. Tom, go ahead and tell everyone.
Well, the Godfather never wears shorts.
That's right. Don never wears shorts. Tony Soprano's.
You used to wear shorts.
Yeah, you did. Cargo shorts. I remember.
Excuse me. Previous administration. No, I don't wear shorts. I very rarely
Hang
wear
your
shorts.
golf shirts?
Yes.
So you hang your golf shirts together and then your long sleeves.
Have you ever
together,
thought
and then
about
your
hanging
dress
yourself
shirts?
in the garage?
No. Basement.
I know I have.
Basement.
Oh, basement. Oh, I wish I had a basement.
We'd walk in and go, white.
Do you have a basement? You don't have a basement?
No, I've got to go. Oh, well, that's not true. I have a 4 feet by 10
crawl?
feet back. No, it's where the washer and dryer.
Okay. Now, Frank, you live in Arizona. Do you have a basement there?
Yes, and it's rare to have one.
Oh, yeah,
but,
I was gonna say.
but
You got basement money?
I have
Nice.
It's a home theater down there. So
nice.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is.
Is that a live theater?
Yes.
Yeah.
Baroque.
What's playing right now? What's playing now?
Mystery money. I don't know.
The Mikado.
And you got that saltwater pool, too. I know you like that saltwater pool.
I did have a saltwater
Oh, you
pool.
did? You yanked it out?
No, we just converted it. My wife wanted a saltwater pool, and then after having it for a couple of years, complained about the amount of salt built up from the saltwater pool. And I said, well, this is what you wanted. And she rarely was in the pool. And I was like, why don't we just put it back to a regular pool? And she's like, I don't know. And then 3 years later, we did.
Okay.
It's just...
So you guys are getting along great as usual.
it's probably the best.
What's your wife's favorite impression? Are you going on tour?
I was going to say this, and this is a Tom type reference. Marcel Marceau.
Does she actually have a favorite impression? All joking aside.
Nah, I think Tom probably hit it on the head. No, she's never really liked anything I do. So
you met her. You met her at one of your shows.
Yeah, I did. And that was the Madden impression was like the big thing at that point.
There you go.
And her dad heard, or they were watching. Her dad was watching football, and I hadn't met him yet. And they heard she heard John Madden's actual. Boy, I'm tearing up. I'm getting.
It's very sweet.
What impression was that?
I don't know what that's just phlegm. So she heard John Madden's voice and goes, "Oh, that's Frank on there." And her dad went, "What?" So that was explained a little bit later. But
does she not? You mentioned the funny thing with your mom in the hospital, which is not funny, but I hope she does well. She made you do the great Donald Trump thing you just did, was hilarious. Does your wife ever, like, you're at some social event and she drags you over and, Frank, This guy wants to hear your Paul Giamatti. Go on, it's great.
I believe that is exactly the type of setup that we needed for this situation. And I will not drink a Merlot.
They call the show Seamless, the way we do this.
Yeah. Is that right?
I didn't know he was
Shameless, I think, is what it is.
Okay.
No, she doesn't. There's not. I'm not the dancing monkey for her. I think she's the social one of the two of them. I'm not really good in groups of people. I'm very quiet. She will. I don't think she sets me up. She's not a setter-upper. So I think it's just she'll make me come over and talk to people, like my kids.
Your name again?
Right. But that's not really. No, I don't think she does. I know you were hoping that's what happened. Like, can you do some Morgan Freeman? Can you get me another?
No. I'd love to grab you that right now, but turns out I'm going to be talking to this CEO from this company for a while and see if I can get a few bucks from him.
Very good. Now, coming up, we have, what is it, Sex in the Cinema? What's happening?
No, we have sex on TV, but we also have abstaining from sex. Is it good for you? We'll find out.
I can't imagine how it would be good.
By the way, Lent's still going on, right?
Yes.
Now, do people do that for Lent? Is that a common?
Some people do.
They do?
Some people abstain.
But it's the reverse for priests, right?
Goodness. They give up celibacy.
Boy.
Man.
I can't wait to see Christy burst into flames. She's the only
he's
Catholic.
the one that's going to burst.
You just found a loophole.
Maybe.
That sounds like that sounds like a huge loophole right there.
Looks like Father Murphy knocked up one of the nuns, but it was Lent. It'll happen. And then all the nuns give birth 9 months after Easter.
Did you do that almost Ted Knight-ish on purpose for me? Looks like
That is my favorite impression. Please do it more.
Oh my!
We are with the great. It's Frank Caliendo. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Slide guitar. I wrote a song a long time ago called "The Lifelong Tiger Fan Blues." I know the Cubs have issues, but the Tigers have had for a long time. And I wrote it when we were like 0 for 19 years, and then we got good in 2006. But then this particular season, 2010 here, we were great, and then we went off the cliff. So I rewrote it about a week ago. I've been a baseball fan since I was a little boy. I had a bedroom full of little baseball toys, batting a ball and a Wilson glove. Yeah, me and the national pastime, we was oh so in love. Every opening day, I still get that itch. I can hardly wait for that very first pitch. All my hopes and dreams all in place. I get visions of my Tigers in a pennant race. Win or lose, I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. 2006, we made it all the way to the fabled Fall Classic, only get a St. Louis whooping and our Detroit ass kicked. 2009, we was tied with the Twins. We had to go to Minnesota to lose it again. In 2010, started off with a bang. We was leading the league in everything. Hang on.
It's for you.
Oh, but come the All-Star break, our season's done. Our goose is cooked, oh, they're setting our sun. Win or lose, get a lifelong Tiger fan blues. Bring back K-Line, bring back Cash, bring back Greenberg, and all them homers he'd smash. Mickey Cochran, Schoolboy Rowe, Ty Cobb, and Rocky Colavito. Win or lose, got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. And this is the rewrite. First, Samaya broke his arm, then Inge broke his hand while Mags was breaking his foot. Gian was pulling his ham. Half of our roster was MIA. Now half of Toledo's been called up to play. I don't believe in fate. I don't believe in signs. And waiting on your destiny's a waste of time. But how the hell else can we possibly explain Armando Galarraga's imperfect game? Win or lose, I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. Life ain't fair, nice guys finish last. You can't have a future if you don't have a past. Yet still I hope, still I pray. Another World Series gonna come my way. But folks, mark my words and learn this lesson. Cut your losses and count your blessings. Or just like me, you're gonna end up crying while spending Sunday afternoons with the Detroit Lions. I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues.
That's great.
Oh, there's some frustration there.
Jeff Daniels.
The imperfect game.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it, more or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah! More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
Make it a better show.
Ergo, they're calling it the Frank Caliendo show. Wouldn't be great if he wasn't there.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There is Pat Godwin.
Hey.
I'm so horny.
There's Frank Caliendo's here. There's Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And hello, Tom.
Frank, you've done probably hundreds of radio shows. Have you ever seen one as discombobulated and disorganized and random?
Yeah. but it didn't last. So, congratulations.
We are defying the odds.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the distinct personalities on this show are what make it fun. So, I mean, it really is. It's almost sitcom-like where you could write. I remember watching Cheers back in the day, and if you're looking for an impression on this, not really. Maybe a Ratzenberger. I don't know, Nammy. But you can kind of write for the people in this room, and you're hoping they're going to say certain things, and then when they do,
Frank's on tour. This is going to be cool. Frank's doing a Rare Club tour, and it's starting off on April 3rd in Addison, Texas, which is Greater Dallas.
Yep, North Dallas.
Then it's going to be Houston at the Houston Improv, which is Houston. Louisville. At the Louisville Comedy Club on April 8th.
Which I've never been. I've never been to Louisville before.
What?
And, yeah, I've never been there before.
Oh, you'll love it.
Man.
And
That's very cool.
They're
Yeah.
playing Creighton today. I'm a big Creighton fan, so I'm a terrible promoter of my own gig. I go in against their.
Well, a great place for dinner is the Top of the Bat at the Louisville Slugger Museum. It is the finest in overhead rotational dining in the United States of America. They have specials every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And be sure and visit Corky's Lounge right, as you walk in.
Better plug than my plugs.
While you wait for your dinner.
We should explain, Frank, this doesn't exist, and people hear Chick do that with all that sincerity, and then we get a letter.
I was going to go.
I went to the Top of the Bat. It's not even there.
The Top of the Bat is there. There's a giant Louisville Slugger.
But there's not a restaurant.
No, of course not.
You'll love Louisville. It's great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That's April 8th. Then April 9th, it's the Summit Comedy Club in Fort Wayne. The famous Helium in Indy on April 10th. Liberty Township, which is Greater Cincinnati, April 11th and 12th, a double dose of Mr. Caliendo. Columbus, April 13th at the Funny Bone. April 16th, Kansas City at the Funny Bone. There's a lot of bones here. The April 17, Omaha, Nebraska Funny Bone.
Throw me a freaking funny bone.
Then you're almost at home. Appleton, Wisconsin, at the Skyline Comedy Club, the 25th and 26th of April. Then your Wisconsin hunk continues. Brookfield, that's Milwaukee, right?
Yeah.
And that's April 27th. I could go on.
Yeah.
I will a little bit. Toledo, May 15th at the Funny Bone. And then speaking of Toledo, we have posted photographs of our brand new T-shirts. We're doing our show, Frank, coming up. We'll do one from Toledo on the 28th. It's a Friday of this month in honor of the great Toledo Mud Hens. Then the day before that, the Thursday, we're going to be in Greater Cincinnati, actually in Kentucky, at a place called Smoke Justice. And we've got 2 T-shirts we've put together. We're selling them and giving all the money to charity. So it's really, the one in Cincinnati is so cool. It's for this organization that makes like superhero pajamas for kids in the hospital.
That's awesome.
So neat. And then Ronald McDonald House. Mm-hmm. So you can actually see those shirts if you go on our website. We've got a couple of them. There we go.
BobandTom.com.
Got a couple others too. So just for fun and raising a little money, dropping the bucket, but it's just kind of a fun thing. Now, we promised sex talk from Christy Lee. What's happening?
Health experts warn that abstaining from sex can have negative impacts on your health.
By the way, health experts, all guys. I'm
Probably.
Exactly right.
According to researchers, sexual activity may help in alleviating stress through the release of endorphins and oxytocin.
Sure.
Suppressing sexual urges can build up frustration and also aggravate anxiety or irritability.
All true.
Some people may feel more fatigued due to sex being a good way to relax and sleep better. People may also People also feel shame, heightened anxiety, and depression if they are seen by their peers as not being able to find a sexual partner.
This all makes sense.
Those who avoid intimacy may also suffer sleep problems and food cravings. A recent study from the University of Pennsylvania found that women between the ages of 20 and 59 who had sex less than once a week were at a 70% increased risk of death within 5 years.
Death?
Gosh.
Wait a minute.
Good trade-off.
Go over that again and
Yeah. What?
The study found women between the ages of 20 and 59 who had sex less than once a week were at a 70% increased risk of death within 5 years.
Okay, this was definitely written by guys.
These women-
Can you give me that? Can you send that to my wife?
These women had elevated levels of a key protein linked to inflammation, which can cause damage to healthy cells, tissues, and organs. Lower levels and no increased death risk were seen in participants who had sex more than once a week.
Now, Christy, I don't know if you're aware of this, but if a man does not have any kind of intimacy for a period of more than a week, have you ever stepped on one of those tubes of Go-Gurt?
Is that right?
Yeah, it's
kind of builds up.
Yeah. Well, you might want to illustrate that. That's science. I've learned that. Pat, you got a song about this?
No.
Okay, sorry. You had that look in your face.
Oh, jeez.
That's kind of...
The Go-Gurt threw me.
What's going on with Bill Nye over there? Science.
There are a lot of people that can't have sex once a week. A lot of women that aren't in relationships.
Well, it doesn't. You'll notice it didn't say what the increase was. It could have gone.
Well,
it could be 3% more.
Is having sex solo?
Right.
Yeah,
and
does that count?
it does also
Yes.
did not mention that.
I mean, yeah.
Because you would think it would release the same kind of. Probably not the exact same amount or kind of chemicals, but similar.
The exact same amount, but without all the chatter.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, sure.
Right.
you still release,
Then I'm
you still
good.
orgasm.
I'm totally good. I'm
You know
fine.
that massive Go-Gurt cleanup. I'm sorry. What else you got, Christy?
Sex Lives of College Girls will not be returning for season 4 at the streaming service known as Max.
That was a show?
Yeah, it ran for 3 seasons, Josh.
I am constantly amazed by how many series have been. Well, the 9th season, and I've never heard of it. I feel like Tom.
While the first 2 seasons received positive critical acclaim with Rotten Tomatoes approval ratings of 97 and 93% respectively, the 3rd season faced a much cooler reception with only 29% approval based on 7 critics' reviews.
Sex Lives of College Girls?
Yes.
You'd think we would have all known about this.
Ace?
Yeah, right?
I've heard of it, but I.
Yeah, there's just so much out there. You can't. No one can watch everything.
No.
But I hadn't heard of it either.
You could literally spend half a day, if not the entire day, sitting looking for something to watch instead of watching something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have this problem, though? I could go through everything and find something that I don't like. I can't find something to watch, like that I really am. Like, I will go through all the different apps that I have.
Sure.
I'll look through everything, and I'll be like, there's nothing. Okay, more TikTok.
Oh, jeez. That's your other option?
No,
Go to
it's not.
TikTok?
No, it's actually Candy Crush. It's actually Candy Crush. My wife will get mad at me for playing Candy Crush, and I'm just doing that. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's looking at food online.
You're
constantly.
right.
That's all she's doing is scrolling through food. I did it the other day. I go, what are you looking at? It's like catching your kid looking at porn or something. She's like, nothing. No. You have it. You're looking at cakes again, aren't you? Well, it's not. It turned out it was cake. I didn't think it was cake at first.
Christy,
Yes.
tell our guest, comedian Frank Caliendo, what you do.
What do I do?
You
I
don't look at cake. You look at
real estate all the time.
Well, that's fun, though.
All the time.
You do that?
That's too much. I do a little bit.
That's how I relax.
Yeah, because I want to move because my mother-in-law lives in our house.
She does?
Hang on a second. Because his mother-in-law lives in the house.
Notice I'm on the road a lot, everybody?
Boy. Yeah.
It's not even a joke. I know mother-in-law jokes are old and that Tom loves them, but
I love hack premises.
it's honestly the truth. Every hack premise you've ever heard about, 100% real.
So you're looking for a house in Phoenix where you live?
Anywhere. Just anywhere.
Maybe something nearby, like
sending him to Mars. We can go to Mars with
Bayonne, New Jersey.
Vale?
Bayonne, New Jersey.
I don't know. No, wait a minute. What's it?
When we come back, we're going to do a little time travel. I'm going to ask Mr. Caliendo to do something for us. That should be very exciting. I have a classic work of art.
Oh my God!
That I would like. I'm going to force Frank to read, perhaps in character. In the meantime, I've got a time machine in front of me. I'm looking at. I went to this website called it's the Frank Caliendo ticket place. It's frankonstage.com. Is that right, Frank?
No.
We're going to list the cities again?
And no, I just want to say something.
It's the Frank Caliendo ticket place.
There's a photograph of Frank, very handsome. It's a really nice photo, but this tie, it must be from like 74. Josh, come here, take a look-see at this thing.
It's a big double Windsor knot.
Yes.
And it was Kelly Clarkson was hosting that show, I believe, or I was. No, Kelly Clarkson was on the show. I think it was the celebrity fight night. I'll get there. I was thinking Muhammad Ali. That's why I was
name dropper.
Yeah, that's pretty much the whole reason. I just wanted to say
That's
Kelly
a big
Clarkson
tie.
was there.
But you look very handsome.
But it was very nice. Russell Wilson was at the table next to me.
Goodness.
Yeah, so
well, he may have a house available in Pittsburgh.
yeah, and they kept Michelle, my wife. They kept not letting her get to her seat. They were like, "You can't come here." She's like, "No, we're together. I'm with him." I'm like, "I have no idea who she is." Which was
coming up, a special treat from Frank Caliendo. You don't want to miss it. Right now, I want to urge you to pay attention for just a second if you've been thinking about therapy. The BetterHelp people would like to actually talk to you. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What BetterHelp is all about is accessing therapy online. Making it much more elegant, much more easier, much more simple to get to a therapist. There are some 30,000 credentialed therapists working with this program. Over 5 million people are now participating in this. If you've been thinking about therapy, working on yourself, getting your support system organized in your head, why not? And it's not just for real serious issues. It can be stuff that you just kind of want a little couple tweaks here and there. And the way it works is you fill out a questionnaire online, and then you'll be hooked up with a therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists anytime, no additional cost. And there are therapists with a wide range of specialties. So they'll try to find someone that's going to be working with you. Then the therapy is done online, so you can do it wherever you want to be. You don't have to go across town to an office. You could do it at your own office. You can do it in your car. You can do it at the work site. Whatever works for you. You can do it with your smartphone or a laptop, whatever. The way you find out the information is you go to betterhelp.com/BT show. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. And the therapy, like I said, you're going to do it online, so it's going to be like a Zoom call or like a phone call if you don't want a camera going, or even texting back and forth. So find out what's going on by visiting betterhelp.com/BT show. And this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. Thank you very much. Coming up, a little surprise with Mr. Frank Caliendo. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Like our girls have dumped us.
Whoa, baby, blow me
a kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me,
oh, a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Blow me a kiss.
Merci, madame, voila les bearded clam. Your biscuit, your beavage, I see your cooter cleavage. Your monkey, your muffin, you ain't hiding nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper, you're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco, I see your camel toe.
Ménage à trois. One man, two women, ooh la la, find a friend to play. Surround my face with tea and day. You say you're straight, but you're not bi. How will you know until you try? The thought of nookie makes you sick. Just hold your nose and take a lick.
I wanna be Bob. What more can I say? I would smoke and
and drink and play golf every day. I'd have a lady for a caddy. She could hold my balls while I play. I wanna be Bob. We wanna be Bob.
Aging Richard Smoker. Aging Richard Smoker.
His name is Richard, but they call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker.
Turn out the lights, 'cause I can hardly wait.
Yeah. Prison Rich.
When I get out, I'm ready to go straight.
Bombs and hashtag. Bombs and hashtag. And bomb lights, blues and
I don't know. I'm just getting old. I'm not doing this gracefully. I hate technology. I hate any kind of change. Have you seen this commercial for a car where they say the car can actually anticipate when you're going to have a wreck? The car can predict when you're. I guess they got some kind of computer on board.
Right.
I thought, if that was really true, as soon as I hand the keys to my son, the damn airbags would go off. You know what I mean? But it's all this technology. Like I'm sure you guys probably have this. I just don't understand if this like MySpace and Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Twitter.
I just don't. I don't understand the concept. I don't. Can you imagine being in a mall and going up to a complete stranger and going, "Psst, could I be your friend?" Denied. To be denied bail. That should be denied. And young people out there. I'm not saying I'm right. I know this is old man cranky talk. I really do. But I just don't understand. I see all these young college kids getting tattoos with like Chinese characters on their arm.
Yeah.
You think there's college kids in China getting "Get her done" tattooed on their arms? I find that unlikely, don't you?
That's very possible.
Now, this you don't have to be old or cranky for this to make you mad, but this is making me nuts. Have you noticed how lately when you call these tech support things, in my case, I was calling my credit card, but one of these 1-800 things, we know this has been outsourced for a while, but sure. Remember in the beginning how they try to pretend like they're American?
Oh, yeah.
They'd say, "Oh, my name is Sean." You go, "Yeah, how's the weather in Calcutta today, Sean?" But now they don't even care. Have you noticed that? I mean, I'm serious. I called the other day, and the guy just told me his an Indian name, and when they put me on hold, they're playing Ravi Shankar. They didn't bother to hide it at all, and I was getting so frustrated because I wasn't getting anything done. I kept saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? Please, excuse me. Could repeat that." And here's what I want you guys to do. It was a lot of fun for me. Maybe we'll start a movement. I started mumbling on purpose, like Boomhauer from King of the Hill or Gabby Hayes. I started going, "Yeah, they damn well someone make up a thing in there, put someone down."
Godwin, Ace Cosby, our special guest Frank Caliendo. I'm Chick, and I have a bone to pick, I think, with Tom.
Let me just I got to do a proper plug.
All right.
It's frankonstage.com to get tickets to this club tour that Frank is doing. I'm so sorry, I keep forgetting the name of it.
Did you spray something like...
Did you Febreze?
No.
Okay, whoever did went
I did.
berserk.
I did the lobby.
Oh, you did the building.
You made it worse.
Wow.
I don't know what the ventilation is, but like I said, the popcorn smell came all the way up here from the back of the building.
Now, we need to explain Ace burned the popcorn so the building stinks.
Well, no, that's not true. Ace did not burn the popcorn.
Microwave did.
The microwave burned the popcorn.
I'm sorry. Okay.
He followed the recipe.
Yeah, I can smell. I smell the perfume now. Yeah.
I would have preferred the popcorn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it was dissipating, but.
And then he took the popcorn out. I watched him because I thought he was leaving. I go, "Are you leaving already?" And he goes, "No, we had an incident."
I burned my breakfast popcorn.
Yeah.
No.
Taking it out to the dumpster.
Now, Frank, to underscore stereotypes, which is one of my favorite things, you're of Italian heritage. Do you wear a lot of cologne?
No, but my son, who's more Italian than me, definitely does. I'm only half Italian. My son's 3/4 because my wife is fully Italian.
Oh, my God.
And I will get in his car, and it's like he's there with me. Like I got to move his car in the driveway or something. Like, Joey, are you
That's
around?
brutal.
Where are you? And then, I'm over here, Dad. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Where'd your neck go? What's happening to you? The more Italian you get, the higher the shoulders get. And that's my brother-in-law. It's like, hey, Frank, how's it going? Is everything all right? You look good. You look good.
What are you trying to listen to your shoulders? What are you doing?
You don't even need earmuffs. That's a great thing. Natural selection in Italy. I didn't know it was so cold. Everything going on here.
Now, Frank, we'd like to challenge you.
Okay.
Rather than have any prepared material, I like to present you with something, and today I thought we would go back to one of the classics from the world of baseball. Of course, I'm talking about the.
You're gonna sing "Take Me Out to the Ballgame"?
No, that would be too easy.
Holy cow, that would be easy.
One of the great poems of all time, I'm sure you're familiar with Ernest Lawrence Thayer.
ELT, man.
The Harvard
tremendous job.
The Harvard man who put the E's in Casey's Manor, I believe, is the name of the essay. Casey at the Bat, of course.
Never heard of that until you brought it up once.
You've never heard of Casey at the Bat?
Never heard of it.
Really?
No.
There is no joy in Mudville?
I don't know. Honest to God, I'd never heard of it.
Yeah. I said, but some of your MILF friends probably have said to their boyfriends after a certain thing, hey, there's no joy in Mudville. But that's a different...
I think with this,
I think it was.
we've set a new record for reference on this show. Casey at the Bat was from 1888.
No.
It's the most famous baseball poem ever.
Congratulations.
You've heard of it, right, Ace?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's the most famous baseball poem ever.
Yes.
And there's a lot of baseball programs.
That's right.
There's a tremendous amount of baseball poems, and this is the best one. And no better way to celebrate March Madness, the biggest basketball game of the year.
Than to talk baseball.
Well, okay. Is there a good...
Exactly right.
Is there a good basketball poem?
I don't know. We could look.
No.
Nipsey Russell maybe has one.
Here's an idea. Or we could just talk to Frank.
No. That's unreasonable. You think
I'm at home, everybody fighting around me.
I'm not going to let Frank come in here and just do his thing.
No, God, no.
We can sneak into it organically.
No. Forced virability. That's the key.
I don't know
That's the key here.
We used to be just the corner of spontaneous and behavior.
Yeah, we
and
used
now
to.
we're...
Well, see, now the spontaneity comes in here because I'm going to shout out...
Because we're all going to kill you.
You can shout out various names of famous people that Frank does his impressions of.
So the opposite of spontaneous.
Right.
It's me telling you what to do.
Exactly.
No, but it's spontaneous for Frank because he has to switch gears and do it. This may fail.
We did one that did fail, and I thought it was over, but now we're back.
Why?
Right back in, baby. We did that one that was viral.
Yeah, the Piano Man.
The Piano Man, and then it was. We're back at it. Here we go. I'm ready.
Ready, Frank?
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, this is a Casey at the
Change
Bat.
them quickly. Change them quickly because some of them are not that good.
Ernest,
Wait a minute
Ernest
now.
Lawrence Thayer.
You said this is Casey at the Bat. First, walk me through what a poem is. Maybe you should describe
This
that.
has some tricky
I
rmes.
think we should shout out voices we don't know if
he can do it
Frank
or
can do or
not.
not.
That'd be funny.
That would be a showstopper. I'll do that at the end of my shows. I'll ask people. You can send if you came here to listen to me do something specific and I didn't get to it because I've been explaining too much as Morgan Freeman or doing too much Trump or wandering around too much as Joe Biden. Throw it out, but it has to be somebody that I do because I'm more of a magician than a wizard.
Yes, very good.
These are card tricks. You have
Yes.
to get to work them over and over and over, and it takes a ton of repetition. I can't just conjure up something I've never done. And then there'll be like 3 or 4 that I do, like, major ones. And then there's, I don't do Robin Williams in the show because it gets oh my goodness,
Yeah.
you knew. We weren't even going to try it.
We miss our favorite person.
That's exactly what it is. Patch Adams couldn't save me. So I did, but when people call it out, for some reason, there isn't as much of an awe. They like it. If I were to present it myself, people get like that. Ooh, he's doing that. But when somebody else. But then there will be a bunch of people that I've never even fathomed doing. And then there's like a Spiro Agnew. And I'm like, I don't know.
All right.
Avril Harriman.
We'll do what we
You were
want.
in his show. I think there are some Tom people.
Yeah, I
there
bet
are quite a
so.
few.
The Tom
We'll just
people.
shout out the ones we know you know.
Yeah, that's
All
the
right.
best way to
How
do
about
it.
Leonard Maltin?
Glenn Close.
Michelle Pfeiffer, can you do it? Impossible.
A lot of those I'd love to, but I.
Judy Garland on her deathbed.
My Aunt Nancy.
Now, do you want the music or do you want to do it a cappella?
I don't care.
Okay.
This thing's doomed. So
Okay. No, this is going to be great.
I love it. I love it. I love trying to be great. I love trying to dig myself out of.
Okay, here we go. Josh, do you want to start the rotation?
Oh, no.
Okay. I will.
Just let Frank go.
Really
Let him go.
spontaneous.
I
Wait a
don't
second.
play.
Josh is one of the quickest people I know, one of the wittiest people I've ever met who always has something, and you blanked there.
No, I didn't blank. I chose to go.
You chose to. Okay.
Okay. I say we start with someone who's been in the news lately, as if it's okay with you. Ladies and gentlemen, reading Casey at the Bat, we have Tracy Morgan.
Oh, that's crazy. I was going to barf this thing out myself. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day. Just like the outlook wasn't brilliant for that food poison I had that went away.
It did go away.
See what I did there? I rhymed it. That's crazy. I said switch 'em fast, and Tom didn't get that part.
William Shatner.
Hi, yes. Jeff Goldblum and William Shatner. The score 4-2, but with one inning left to play. And then with Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same. The pall-like silence fell upon the patron.
Donald Trump.
The straggling, not the straggling, a straggling, very different. The straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal.
All right, this is the problem. No one knows this.
Nobody knows this.
Quite frankly, there's a lot of words in this I would never say.
Well, it's from 1888.
Everyone's familiar with Casey the Bat, but not this familiar.
There's a tremendous amount of people that are right now saying this is probably the best baseball poem. Why do I say program? I can't say poem. It's the best baseball poem in the history of probably history.
Okay, why don't you skip to where they've already two guys have, there's two strikes.
Oh, my.
Bottom of the ninth.
Mess.
Ready?
That would be the last page?
Yeah, probably, yes.
So you're kind of going in like Elon Musk and cleaning it up right now. That's what you're doing.
Yes, go to...
Write 5 things down that you
Now to Biden. We go from Trump to
Folks,
Biden.
come on. What are we doing? Folks, when I was a young man growing up...
Go to where the sneer is gone from Casey's lip. Now Casey's serious.
I don't have AI. I can't just... Do you think I have a
10 lines from the bottom.
I have never heard you ruin anything more effectively.
You're welcome.
This could go viral for all the wrong reasons. Right. Is what could happen here.
No, don't worry. It won't.
Are we still in Biden?
Folks, come on. Folks.
No, sir. We're still in here.
Joe.
We're over here, Joe.
Joe.
Over here, Joe.
Joe, he's still Mr. President. You got to call him Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Mr. Biden.
Oh, boy.
Mr. Biden.
He's out in the hallway now.
Okay, very good.
Out in the hallway.
Kamala, more coffee. Okay, have a seat. There we go. Okay, Joe Biden is back. Line 10, Joe.
Well, no, I think now we're greeted.
Move on.
That's the big laugh you're supposed to go out on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, no, okay. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout, but there is no joy in Mudville. This bit has just struck out.
And you didn't want to do it. Thank you very much. Frank Caliendo, ladies and gentlemen.
I declare that a success.
Yeah. He really did.
A lot of laughs. We had a good time.
We had a good time.
Well, it's better than what was going on before it, guys.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go back to Christy Lee. Once again, you'll find her at the Silac Insurance News desk, of course. And what have we missed in the world of news, Christy Lee?
U.S. Customs officers in Indianapolis intercepted counterfeit Botox shipments. Counterfeit.
I like that.
According to the agency, 3 of the 4 packages came from Great Britain and were manifested as marketing product samples, while one from Indonesia was labeled as cosmetic preparations. $8,500 worth of counterfeit Botox was apprehended.
We've had a bunch of stories about this fake Botox. Is it really Botox, but like watered down or not
I don't know.
FDA approved or something?
Never, ever do that. That's not my thing.
But it was labeled cosmetic preparations.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that the name of your high school band, Pat? Weren't you in the band Cosmetic Preparations? It's
play bass.
Have you ever had the Botox?
No. I don't like needles. You know that.
I read an article about it. They said that some of it is actually watered down.
I mean, that would make sense.
I've never had that
what
either.
What was Botox invented for? For migraines?
It's botulism.
Is that,
yeah, they do use it to treat.
It's poison, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't that the
migraines.
famous Vichyssoise soup or something?
Yeah.
It was botulism?
Yeah.
So they're doing fake face poison? That's what people are doing?
Well, I think what they're doing is they're selling a vial of Botox. Let's say it goes for $120. They water it down and still sell it to you for $120, but they're making more money because they can make more vials.
Oh, right. Okay.
But we had the thing about men were putting Botox into their male members.
Yes.
I haven't heard about that at all. Really?
Yeah, we had that story. You might have been gone. That it was just a couple of weeks ago.
How would that help in any way?
I think it straightens the wrinkles in your sack.
Oh, it was in the saccular area?
I think so. Yeah.
Who
Is there anybody who actually gets that good a look at their junk on a weekly basis, monthly basis?
Does anyone care that much?
Right?
No. Yeah, everyone knows.
It's there, and you scrub it, but
your scrot's going to scrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrot's got to scrote.
I mean, it's not a beauty contest, is it? I mean,
there might be a ball competition out there.
Oh, really?
Boy, here he is.
Absolutely.
Well, that's
Mr. Smooth Ball.
It's every Thursday. It's amateur ball night at the Ramrod Lounge.
Mr. Testicle.
I like the more subtle. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. That is more subtle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Heard it. Yeah, they are. It's being done according to this news account. But I know we had this story. I didn't give it to you because I thought it was fake. But then I heard it again on the national news the other day. Did you see this thing about the comedy club in Britain supposedly is banning audience members who have used Botox on their face?
No.
That can't be real. I saw that.
Did
Did you see this article?
And how do you know someone's had Botox?
Well, what's the idea?
It says a comedy club in Britain is banning audience members with Botox due to.
Who's this guy?
I don't.
No, this is BS.
What's the why? What are they claiming?
It's to get people to talk about it. It has to be.
What are they saying?
They're claiming that the people that
can't
have
laugh.
Botox can't laugh. They can't move their faces.
Okay. Jesus, it took us 20 minutes to get to why they.
Right?
That's because you kept interrupting me.
Yeah, I did.
Club owner Mark Rothman said.
Anybody want to hear the middle of Casey at the bat?
Yeah, because I never heard it before.
What is that? Line 6 to line 10? Yeah.
The club owner says, I've had numerous complaints from performers who find it increasingly challenging to gauge audience engagement and have it bounce off. This is complete
There's no
BS.
way you can tell if somebody just by looking. I mean, you think you can, but you can't.
Okay.
Judge someone like
in any
that.
event,
Maybe they're sourpusses.
watch out for the fake, whatever it is, scrotox, they call it. They really do call it scrotox for the one for the balls.
scrotum,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, the doctor, and they have to inject it down there.
Yeah.
So can you imagine the doctor goes, you're going to feel a small prick. So are you, Doc. But let's move forward.
We have an update on Rogaine making a comeback as a hair loss pill.
Here we go.
Under its generic name, minoxidil. Back in the 90s, you'll remember the ads for Rogaine, the topical solution that purported to help treat thinning hair when applied to the scalp. But now, dermatologists have increasingly been prescribing the drug minoxidil in low-dose pills to help men and women maintain or regrow hair. The practice follows several recent studies suggesting the ingredient works as well or possibly better when swallowed rather than applied to hair follicles on the head.
I heard it on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Did you?
It was great. Yeah, he's
Jamie,
still
pull
bald.
up that hair. Oh my God, that's effing nuts. That's crazy.
Very good.
I don't think
Then
that
Jordan Peterson showed up. It's not what it's about. It's not what it's not people injecting things into their scrotum for fun. These people need this. It's pure. It's not conjecture. It's a Rexacillin.
right now, we're going to check in with Chick McGee over there.
That's right. Let me tell you about Simply Safe. We all have routines that bring us calm in a chaotic, often scary world. And how much would you pay for peace of mind? Well, I know where you can get it. It's at Simply Safe. We trust Simply Safe here at the Bob and Tom Studios. Have cameras on site and a security system. Traditional systems only take action after somebody's already broken into your house. And yeah, that sounds like too late because it is. Simply Safe has active Guard outdoor protection that can help prevent break-ins before they occur. AI-powered cameras from SimpliSafe, backed by live professional monitoring agents, monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If someone's lurking around or acting suspiciously, SimpliSafe agents see and talk to them in real time. They activate spotlights, even contact the police, all before they have the chance to get inside your home. There's no long-term contracts or cancellation fees with SimpliSafe, and monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day. And SimpliSafe has that 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Visit simplysafetom.com and get a load of this deal we've got for you. Simplysafetom.com. You get 50% off your new system with a professional monitoring plan and your first month free. 50% off and the first month free. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Once again, you can see Frank Caliendo on tour. Lots of spots. Dallas, Houston, Louisville, Fort Wayne, Indy, Cincy, Columbus. What's the best place to go for tickets and information?
FrankOnStage.com. It's the same as FrankCaliendo.com, which is see alien do, Frank see alien do, but FrankOnStage.com is much easier to spell.
And a bunch of those shows are going to feature Al Jackson and Willie G.
Yes.
It's going to be great. And we're going to be talking with Al Jackson coming up shortly. Also, Alex Lifeson, the great guitarist, will be our guest. He's got a new project out there. A lot of cool stuff happening, so stick around. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
We have the young Shane Moss, comedian from Wisconsin, now living in Boston.
Yeah, I got the Ghost of Christmas Future.
There you go.
Right next to me. So. It's not too late, is it? I can still change.
You can.
Turns out it is too late.
Oh, yes. Now, you mentioned that your girlfriend is a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Now, did you have any normal jobs prior to this comedy thing?
Yeah, I had. I did a lot of manual labor type stuff. I worked in a factory for a few years. Worked construction. The worst thing that I ever did was I was a temp laborer.
Yeah.
Which was just an awful job, and there's like no health insurance or anything with it. There's just workman's compensation. So anytime I need to seek medical attention, need to be a work-related thing. You know, I'd have to call up my boss and be like, yeah, I don't know, I better go and see a doctor. It's just yesterday, I think I was just picking up a little bit too much weight, and I think I might have gotten herpes.
Yeah, I better have that checked.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane all the things you have to worry about. Like I remember when I was in grade school, you know, I'm not that old, but just 20 years ago in grade school, the biggest concern was don't share hats. You might get lice.
Oh.
And they're much more serious now. They're like, don't share needles, you might get AIDS.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can share hats again. Who cares about license?
Yeah, how true.
I see. Shane Moss is our guest. We've talked about the fact that you drive all over the place.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. This is one of my favorite topics. Kind of an inside showbiz thing, but every once in a while you get what's termed a hell gig.
Yeah.
Maybe you're on stage and you're in a small club or a bar and they've got a TV on over here. There's a pool game going on. People aren't paying attention. Do you have any great hell gig stories?
Well, I have a few, and I'll tell one anyway, and then if we have time for more, that's cool. I'll combine cars and a hell gig. How's that? I was in Detroit recently, and this actually wasn't a hell gig at all. It's just kind of my fault. I made a little mistake. Detroit's kind of a little bit dangerous. It's actually ranked the most dangerous big city in the country, and if you remind them of that, they will kill you.
Or try,
yeah. And I let it slip on stage that I drive a Hyundai, which is a sin there. And I had to explain to him. I was like, listen, I'm all for supporting American-made products. I don't want anyone in Detroit to lose their job or anything. It's just that if I'm driving through Detroit, I want the most reliable vehicle possible. And,
wow.
That didn't go over very well.
A truck driver distracted by a GPS
Johnson, too.
unit crashed near the intersection of US 278 at Arkansas Highway 24 early Monday, spilling a truckload of spaghetti sauce. Camden Police Sergeant Corey Saunders said the spaghetti sauce truck was headed to Dallas about 3 a.m. when the driver became distracted, overcorrected, and rolled over after crossing the center line of the highway. The driver suffered minor injuries, but there was sauce all over the road.
Oh, dear God, 2,000 quarts of blood. This is the worst accident I've ever seen. Stand back, there's blood everywhere. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a garlic bread truck?
Yeah, exactly. They just mopped it up with a bunch of garlic bread.
Oh, isn't that the best?
Yes, it is.
God, I'd rather have that than the spaghetti noodles, just the sauce and the bread.
What's wrong with you? How dare you put pasta down?
I can't eat a whole Kit Kat bar. I can't eat spaghetti noodles. They go right to my hip.
But I like the bread part.
Better than the pasta?
Yes.
No, the bread's lovely and the pasta's great too.
Here's what Tom's doing. Telling you what you like.
Of course he is.
Okay.
I'm
You
used
know
to
you
that.
like the pasta.
Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
Can we have an intro for this feature?
We need something like boop, boop, boop,
or just playing Baby Elephant Walk.
And
I know, Josh Arnold shares one of the fattest things he's ever done.
And broken toilet seat doesn't count.
Now this is fatter. This is fatter than telling the guys on the phone when you order Chinese takeout that you need 4 sets of silverware when it's just you.
No, it was faking that there was somebody else with. What's that, honey? 2 orders of crab rangoon.
Okay.
If you say so.
Ruoff Music Center. Other tickets coming up too.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom. We have a special guest here in the studio.
We do indeed. Thank you, Chick McGee.
Verver special.
Over there at the orangeinsoles.com sports desk.
Thank you.
Our guest is comedian Frank Caliendo, mounting a club tour starting in Texas just around the corner on April 3rd. And Frank's got some great shows coming up. Some of them include Willie G and Al Jackson. It's going to be fun. But Frank has joined us here in the studio, and I'm sure we'll be featuring some of this stuff on the various Bob and Tom social media outlets. Perhaps not the
Don't
last
say it with so
segment.
disdain.
No.
Social media.
While you're there,
I said the same thing about the horseless carriage. My God.
Yeah, you can see Frank. It'll be fun. Right now, I can see Christy Lee. She's over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. And before we get to Christy,
Okay.
I think it's very important that we explain to Frank that when we have a comedian visitors in here, we like to help them with their careers by giving them some comedy lessons.
Oh, gracious.
And of course, who'd better for that than Ace Cosby?
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Now, Frank, for some reason, the other day we were talking about prostitutes on this program.
Yeah, go figure.
All right.
Looking around the room, why?
You know how a pirate greets a prostitute?
No.
Yo ho!
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Oh, you see.
Brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Sleep Number smart beds start at only $9.99. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store. That's $999. Price is higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee.
Yo
Now,
ho.
what's going on over there?
Well, we have another truck spill.
Hey!
Oh, no.
What is it?
They forced me to.
In Virginia, a tractor-trailer crash spilled corn onto the Rockfish Gap Turnpike.
Get your guitar.
The Albemarle County Police Department and Fire Rescue responded to the scene where the road was covered in loose corn kernels, according to police.
You think if there's a cafeteria in the Army, it's a corn kernel. Yeah,
I hope so.
I hope that happens.
Police said, quote, while there was no impact to the travel lanes at this time, the crashes resulted in corn debris across the roadway. Motorists should be aware that scattered corn may attract wildlife to the area.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's serious business.
Please drive with caution and stay alert for any animals that may be crossing the road.
Deer love corn. Their favorite.
Oh, boy. They normally have you do Ventura Highway or On the Road Again. So
Yeah.
I'm going to mix it up a little bit here.
Good.
Driving on the turnpike in old Virginia, dropped a load of corn, causing quite an issue. Wow. Corn attracts wildlife like deer, squirrels, and raccoons, causing lots of roadkill. This is one corny tune, Corny Road. Clean it up, tow the truck to where it belongs. On that Virginia, get new corn in ya, drop a load, corny roads.
Oh,
shucks.
Nicely done.
Ah, shucks.
That was funny.
Thank you very much, Pat. That's nice. That was probably more dangerous than almost any other spill, if you think about it.
Yeah,
it's
because
got to be.
It does.
You're going to get,
wild.
everything out there. Really? Just suppose they just have to go sweep it all up? Because they can't just blow it off the road. It'll be then right there on the side of the road where you've got your giant deer. Well, be careful out there, ladies and
A
gentlemen.
man in Florida contracted a rare biothreat bacteria after eating a feral pig. According to the case published in Emerging Infectious Diseases. Boy, there's a fun read.
Did you get the latest emerging infectious diseases?
A 77-year-old man was hospitalized with persistent chest pains for 2 years. Tests showed the presence.
Today's the day I'm going to go get something done about it.
You know what? I'm finally had it.
Yeah, bad chest pains, whatever that could be. Probably just indigestion.
Well, I'm certain it's not that raw pig I ate.
Tests showed the presence of Brucella suis, S-U-I-S, je suis, an extremely infectious bacteria usually found in pigs. The man recalled receiving a gift of feral swine meat from a local hunter.
Oh, thank
which
you for
he
this.
then prepared himself before consuming.
Guess what's in that 55-gallon drum? Nope. Nope. Feral pig. That's right.
Oh, is it because he didn't cook it enough?
Well, he underwent proper course of antibiotics following this process, and then was finally cleared of the infection. Yeah, apparently he didn't cook it thoroughly.
Gotcha.
You know, pork, you got to cook it.
Trichinosis.
I know. Whenever I get, what is it? The Jimmy Dean
Pork sausage?
feral pig pork sausage. I make sure I fry that up.
roll.
Yeah, because I like my free range pork sausage.
There's a grocery store I love that they have wild boar, and I got it, and I didn't care for it.
Really?
Yeah, it was not porky.
Was it gamey?
It was just an odd flavor. Yeah.
How did you prepare it?
It was already
like
ground.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I
Like a hamburger?
Just mixed it with rice and vegetables, and the meat itself I just didn't care for. I thought I would love it.
Oh.
So that's essentially feral pig, but
Yeah.
The name.
We need to find something to
What
do
was
with
the
those
name of the disease again?
It's
some French thing.
Bruxelles Suisse.
Bruxelles Suisse. Sounds like one of the contestants on that drag race show.
Oh, don't you make fun of RuPaul's Drag Race. That's a great show.
I will.
Isn't that at least
I
in
enjoy
the top like 5 or 10?
Oh, yeah, I think it's very popular,
It's
yeah.
So my girls and I love
world?
watching that show. Fun. Very entertaining.
We're hanging out with comedian Frank Caliendo. He's
You know
got the
what?
big tour going.
We got one more story here before.
Okay.
A Detroit man claims he accidentally left his pet alligator behind at a Sheboygan motel.
Sheboygan, I got my charger, my phone, my wallet. I forgot. Damn alligator.
Police were called to the Pine River Motel where the reptile was found while one of the maids was cleaning the rooms. The motel's manager told the newspaper the 3-foot-long dwarf alligator named. What would you name? What would you name an alligator?
Stubby.
Wally.
I got caught up on it was a short alligator.
Yeah, he was really friendly and not frightened, according to the motel manager. Wally's owner, an animal handler, was able to drive back from Detroit and retrieve his gator. I see. The manager said the alligator's owner told him he thought Wally had escaped into the wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
You remember Wally Gator, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wally Gator is something alligator.
A gator in the swamp?
Bump. You don't remember that, do you? Frank?
Was it Hanna-Barbera? Or
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you ever done any professional cartoon voices?
Just little things here and there. Nothing big.
That's probably a pretty good gig, I would imagine, if you get it, right?
I think so. I think you can do it from anywhere now. That's the key is you
get on the basement and become whatever it would be.
Yeah. Somebody just reached out about one the other day that looks like it could go. So maybe I'll do something on that. That's actually I hate the audition stuff because you have no idea what type of thing they're looking for or if they're even going to listen to the whole thing. So I just like to, if somebody that I know wants to do something, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. That sounds, if it's...
Then it's like, what would it sound like if a beaver was talking or...
Yeah, I think it would go something.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
An Italian beaver.
Oh, there's a lot of that out there.
Oh, thank you very much.
What do you think about it? It's right there, right
Coming
in
up,
front of you. Staring you in the face.
Al Jackson, Alex Lifeson, and more. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
He never gets this right in the live show.
Hi, Tom here. God knows I'm not perfect. I guess I can be difficult and sometimes perhaps a little demanding. Oh, sure, some might say tyrannical, but I don't get it. I try to be a nice guy, but lately it seems that everybody's pissed at me. My friends are pissed, my doctor's pissed, my mother's pissed, my lawyer's pissed, my waiter's pissed, and chick is pissed. Everybody's pissed at me. My banker's pissed, the band is pissed, my plumber's pissed, the fish are pissed, my barber's pissed, my brother's pissed.
It is very plain to see.
Everybody's pissed at me.
I think we can all agree.
Everybody's pissed at me.
Tom, you are an evil bastard. We're all pissed at you today.
I am sick of all your bitching. Here's a check. Go away. Yeah.
Your boss is pissed, your kids are pissed, your neighbor's pissed, your sister's pissed. We'll bet even God is pissed.
Everybody's pissed at me. When I wrote my pissed off list, I'm sure there's someone that I missed, and that will probably make them pissed.
It is very plain to see.
Everybody's pissed at me.
I think we can all agree.
Everybody's pissed at me.
Very justifiably.
Everybody's pissed at
Your friends are pissed, your partner's pissed, your mother's pissed, your lawyer's pissed, your waiter's pissed, your dog is pissed.
Everybody's pissed at me. Paging Michael Hunt. All right. Paging Michael Hunt. Is Mike Hunt here?
All right. You ready for this?
We are ready.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Hi, it's Josh Arnold from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Screen Door Productions presents
A Day at Furgler's Hardware, Part 2.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it, more or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah! More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
And check the listing because those shows all feature a bunch of different artists.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Another successful joke of the day. It was magnificent.
Thank you.
I'm Chick McGee at the OrangeInsoles.com Sports Desk. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and hello, Tom. We have a special guest right here in the studio.
We do indeed. He is a semi-legendary comedian, Frank Caliendo.
Semi? What the hell?
I think I'll take it. I'll take it.
Mad
Like
TV.
semi-sweet, semis that drop corn on the freeway. That's right. Semi.
Oh, Frank's the best. And
Semi-best.
You know, Frank, I know that you also.
That's what he said.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day about this. Something Frank had been telling me that Frank will also be doing sort of like a corporate situation where a company will invite him in and he'll do a special show for them. And we were talking about this a couple years ago, and Frank said, yeah, the first rule you learn is when someone comes up and goes, yeah, make fun of the CEO's wife. Yeah, she loves it. Make fun of her while you're doing John Madden. And you learn early on, if you do that, you may...
Well, what I try and do is I say, well, let's get them on the phone and tell them I'm going to do that and see what they say. And then they're like, never mind. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Don't worry about it. I'm like, because I'll ask, does the CEO want you to make fun of him? He loves it. He loves this kind of stuff. I'm like, let's talk to him right now and see if that's true. Yeah, probably a bit. Yeah. If they bring it up now, it's not, and they don't want to do it.
I think we're going to hook up. We're ready to hook up with a comedian, Al Jackson, who works on occasion with Mr. Caliendo. And there's Al with a brand new facial hair thing. Al,
I got one word for you. Love. Yeah. The beard. Love it.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you. This is my Rocky in training beard. Yeah. Right in part 4, right when he's in Russia in the snow.
That's right.
That's where I am.
Lifting the logs. Oh yeah.
Are you trimming it at all? It looks really good.
A little bit. My beard grows in, but I can never get that thick, like bush beard that it seems like all UFC fighters are born with. Like I can never get that beard. I want that one.
Wow, you're looking good, Al.
You're keeping that mustache tight. I see that. I don't know if I care for that. I don't know if I care for that.
No, I was going to say, Tom, you messed up Frank's intro. Like, yes, Frank will be hitting stages for a bunch of dates. I will be joining him as a special guest on a bunch of those dates. You can see those on the Al Jackson IG. But Frank will also be sitting in front of some stages, Tom, because I have talked to Mr. Caliendo.
No.
And he has promised me.
No, that's not a true statement whatsoever.
What is happening?
This is a terrible idea.
To a black shake joint.
A pea shake house?
That was a promise from a friend to a friend. Frank, we are on national radio.
I told you there's no way that I would be.
I have the screenshots.
No. Well, then you created them.
I got receipts, as the kids say.
Well, is this like a gambling house? Is that what you said?
I think I said something as a joke, and he goes, "Oh, that's happening." I was like, no, that's not happening.
Yes, Frank joined as a strip club.
I didn't even.
I thought you were having burgers and shakes.
Aren't you serious?
Me too. Did you ever hear the time Godwin had his car break down and he had to wait for the police at a black strip club in Detroit?
Amateur night, Motown amateur night in Detroit. Yeah, it was called the Flight Club.
Did you go? My car broke down and somebody stole $700 in cash from me recently.
Wow.
Did you enjoy it?
It was a different experience for me. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you should be talking to Frank about this because this is going down.
I think I've known Frank for a long time. I've never seen him more uncomfortable than right this moment.
It is.
Yes.
There's only one strip club I've ever been to, and it was for a sketch on Mad TV. It was me and Ike Barinholtz in Jacksonville before the Super Bowl, and the talent hadn't gotten there yet. The higher level talent. So it was the Jacksonville.
You went to the Super Bowl 2 weeks early.
Yeah, well, it was earlier. There was maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday before everybody was getting in. Yeah, day shift. Nobody there. I was almost as uncomfortable there as I am right now. Al is talking.
Al, have you picked out a city?
Well, we have a bunch of
There's
cities you can go to.
no we in this.
Because they vary.
I'm just saying we have a lot of cities to choose from, but Ace, as you look through all the cities we're going to be in, I mean, I see Washington, D.C. sitting right there.
Perfect.
No, I'm just
City.
the term shake joint. I'm with Pat. I thought it was a burger place.
A shake joint?
Yeah,
They're shaking their booties.
I get it now.
There is somebody at this club, though, called Chocolate Custard. So that might...
I'm just glad there's somebody more Caucasian in this room than me. I am the whitest, stiffest, but around Tom, I feel like I'm in the 70s with goldfish shoes.
Yeah.
Now, we should explain the way. Yes, go ahead, Al.
I did want to ask Frank because, usually I quiz you, but since we're in prep mode, for whatever's going to go down in Chocolate City.
Happening.
I wanted to
Maybe we
ask
could just
Frank
go
a
to
slang word in black strip clubs.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, you got a slang term that's only used in a black strip club?
For the most part, I mean, I'm assuming all strip clubs, money doesn't see any color. But Frank, what does the phrase "rake it up" mean?
Rake it up. Rake it up.
Oh, I can guess this one.
Go for it, because I mean,
presumably the
entertainer.
The folks in the audience will make it rain, as they say.
Right.
Heaving money on the stage. Is raking it up gathering the cash before you get off stage after your dance?
This is what I'm talking about with Tom, right? When we're about to send him down to the minors because he's at an 0 for 31 slump and he needs to go back down to AAA. You walk up to that plate, Tom, and you hit a grand slam. Right? That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That money's on the ground. Your song's over. Your dance is over. Now you got to rake up that cash and make space for the next dancer.
No, see, because
exactly right.
The so-called making it rain. What's raining down is the money.
Not do this any worse.
He is so proud of himself.
Now
he says,
Now in Canada, Al, I don't know if you know this, but in Canada they don't have like dollars anymore. They have these metal things like loonies and stuff.
They do have dollars, but they're coins, is what.
Yeah, so they make it hail, which is really difficult for the girls.
Yes, that could turn into like minor assault. We don't want that.
Don't the ladies actually wear like a magnetic garter and the money sticks to their thigh or something?
I don't know.
That would
I
really
believe.
turn me off.
I think it really is true.
I think they do.
Well, yeah, I'm incredibly uncomfortable even talking about a strip club. I could never stand going into one.
I felt awkward at that one.
So you don't have any tips for Frank heading in there? How should he break his bills down?
I think maybe Frank should
let people know he's not playing around.
Maybe open with a Tracy Morgan impression they'll think is cute.
Yeah, do a Tracy impression for Al.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm barfing all over the place.
That's probably what it would be like, me just throwing up.
It's food poison. Don't worry about it.
God.
I'd be like, I forgot to tell Frank not to eat at the strip club. My bad.
Well, you told me there's nothing more, nobody more popular at a black strip club than a white guy.
Absolutely.
Really? Why is that?
Because it's almost the same way. Like, do you remember when a white guy would go on Showtime at the Apollo and the crowd would be kind of like laughing, but they'd be like, oh, there's a white dude here. It's because I feel like in black spaces, they expect black people to be there, obviously. So when a white guy comes into a black space, he's there because he wants to be there. He obviously has other options. And so you're a novelty. Just like if I, move 40 miles outside of Salt Lake City, I'd be running that city. I'd be like, look at who's this guy.
And I am basically walking that place, I would be basically Eddie Murphy as Mr. White in the 1980s Saturday Night Live sketch. I mean, that's what's your name? Oh, Mr. White. There's just.
Would your wife be
Frank,
upset?
We should set a time limit. Like, you have to stay in there for at least 30 minutes.
Oh,
that's the rule.
That's a long time.
Oh, that's.
I'm with you. I couldn't do it. I would be.
I don't know. Would my wife be upset? She grew up in an Italian family around. I think my brother-in-law's at strip club, probably one right now. So I don't know. That's just so not me.
Right.
Might be future me, but I don't know. I think that's part of my worry. I think that's part of it.
Now, Al, you said you would tell Frank how to keep his money. Do you have a system that you keep your dollars in a certain order? Or
Hide them in your bra? What do you do?
I'm not a big strip club guy, but I've been to enough where I've seen different techniques.
Okay.
Some guys keep like almost like not a wad, but it rolled up tightly just in their hand, just to let girls know, like, hey, I'm open for a lap dance.
Okay.
And then there's some guys that keep like the dollar bills folded in almost like a triangle where they're all sitting flat on top of each other. And they sit that on the stage, and they kind of just pick that up, and almost the way like an old lady would just be putting dollars into, a slot machine. So she just didn't have to reach. She just put it on the stage to let her know, hey, I'm tipping over here, so come over here and do the in between the you know what thing.
Wow. Yeah. First of all, Al, I like that you're on your way to becoming James Harden. That beard looks really good.
Yes.
I think you got to keep that.
And James Harden, famous for going to strip clubs. Can you imagine him in Houston? Oh, my God.
Wow. Well, yeah. If you do that with Frank, be sure to let us know. Frank, don't do it. Frank.
Listen, there's
maybe his wife will let you know before I get a chance to tell you. But yes, we're gonna go. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna honor this gentleman's bet. And Frank now knows what it means to rake it up, and we're ready to go.
Okay.
Ready to hit these cities.
Well, thanks.
I think my wife's going to rake it up if I'm there.
yeah.
I think that's going to be on the court documents.
No,
Okay.
I think she'd be like,
I think she'd laugh at me. She would know how uncomfortable
Right.
I would be at a strip club at all.
yeah, I don't think you have to worry about her.
But I think it was Ari Spears years ago who told me, he goes, oh, at the black strip club, it's a whole different thing, Frank. He's like, it's a different world. It's a different world, Frank.
Wow. Well, on that note, Al, it's always a great pleasure, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you very much.
Strippers obviously work on their feet.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they do. Well, if you also work on your feet all day or night, maybe you're in construction, you're a farmer, a teacher, what have you, walking around in those shoes could be offering you zero support because they probably have a thin, flimsy liner in them. You might be experiencing back pain, hip pain, knee pain. You ever seen a stripper with knee pain? It's a bummer, man, up there with that crutch. Well, orange insoles may be the answer. They offer arch support and a deep heel cup that works better in your shoes, helping support your body and giving you better alignment. And check this out. Orange Insoles just released their brand new Orange Sport insole. Most athletic shoes lack true support, but the Orange Sport features new and exclusive O-foam technology with a thin athletic profile that gives you top performance and 3 times the durability, as well as 40% more energy return. It balances support and gives you the best fit. Find the right orange insoles for you and every shoe: work boots, dress shoes, sneakers, high heels, you name it. There's no cutting required. These insoles are true to size, including sizes 15 plus. Go to orangeinsoles.com today for free shipping. Plus, Orange Insoles come with a 60-day "we want you to be happy" guarantee. That's orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more.
Thank you very much. And if you're that stripper on The Sopranos, you only need one orange insole.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
There you go. That'd be here. So find someone that has a other missing leg. This is really not helping anything, is it? No. We're hanging out in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. That's Frank Caliendo, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Joining us in the studio now, we have Dr. David Wolf, astronaut, and
he and Kirsty are making out, evidently.
Welcome back to Earth, sir.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there David, how are you?
Thank you.
Dr. Wolf is wearing a NASA golf shirt. Very cool.
Of course he is.
You can get those at gift shop, Tom. That's no big thing.
Dr. Wolf, it's a great pleasure to see you, and glad you're back.
The Wolf Man!
Thank you, Tom. It's nice to be back on Earth.
So,
yeah, what'd you do on your summer vacation? Oh, really? You out of space, huh?
You win.
Yeah, that is kind of a. You do have that kind of conversation trumper. Well, we got back from the vineyard. What'd you do, Dr. Wolf? I was in outer space.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Took a few spacewalks. Added a piece or two to the International Space Station.
You added a whole porch, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Did some maintenance on the port solar array wing. Needed some new batteries.
Oh, there you go. Now, if you go to our website.
Why do you need a porch in space?
Well,
where are you going to sit?
Two of the guys.
Where are you going to sit and rock the Big Bang?
Two of the guys smoke. So
yeah, you got to go outside. Hey! Don't light up in the space station. Get out there on the smoking porch.
This is why Bob's not an astronaut.
This is why David comes in here, so we can't make fun of this.
You can't smoke in space. I was thinking about that this morning.
Of course not.
Why we're not astronauts.
Could possibly, theoretically, couldn't they, an astronaut who smokes, couldn't they fill his helmet up with smoke so he could smoke?
I think it could. There probably is some technology which would permit.
There you go.
Yeah, but it still can't escape from the suit.
On a serious note,
And your clothes would really smell.
You guys are NASA launching again probably tomorrow.
Yes, I haven't heard this morning. We were on time as of last evening. Still,
the concern is that there's some thunderstorms may come in and delay the fueling.
Summer in Florida, it's tough to get off the pad, as we demonstrated.
you know.
Yeah, you did.
That was actually my first question. I wanted to know.
You have to get dressed each and every one of those times. How long does it take to get into the suit and everything ready for launch?
It's a pretty big ordeal. It takes 3 or 4 hours, from getting up and then out to the pad, and it's 2 million pounds of cryogenic oxygen and hydrogen. You get up on top of that, the countdown goes, and then it's a few hours to get out. It's a big deal, but it's harder on the cooks and the friends and the family. We go to work whether we go to space or go to Earth,
right?
But everyone else has traveled and they want to see a launch, and it's a lot of trouble to turn around.
Our guest is Dr. David Wolf, astronaut. If you go to our website on the left side, you'll see a photograph of Dr. Wolf. Did you take this one? Were you holding your hand out?
Is it a long arm?
Is this you with your arm, or one of your buddies take care?
Nobody up there want to take a picture of you, Dave?
It looks like you're big.
No, that's somebody shooting through the hatch when I'm getting ready to go out on a spacewalk. I'm in vacuum in there, ready to go out.
Okay.
And
if you click
through the window,
if you click there, we have a sort of a whole set of photos there, and you can see Dr. Wolf floating around in space. We'll talk about some of these when we come back.
I'm curious, how long does it take you to get into the spacesuit that you're going to use to do a walk?
The suit, you spend the day before checking it out, like a spacecraft itself. The next morning, you spend 2 or 3 hours getting in before you get out through the hatch. About 3 hours.
Wow.
Don't you have a series of mirrors in your passenger car here at home where you can drive laying on your back? Isn't that just to make you feel
more comfortable upside down?
Wow.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. Frank Caliendo has joined us all morning. We're having a great time. And I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
It's great to see comedian Frank Caliendo here in the studio with us. He's got a big tour Coming up, you can find out about a bunch of these spots. He's doing a special club tour, and it will include lots and lots of places where you can hear us right now. Details are posted at frankonstage.com. We're going to hook up with another guest in a matter of moments. I think we have time to squeeze in a quick story from Christy Lee.
Authorities in Colorado say thieves nabbed a pair of high-priced bulldogs from a suburban Denver pet store, apparently by faking a seizure. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office said that while one of the men distracted staff by appearing to have a seizure, another lifted the lid off a puppy pen and made off with two bulldogs worth nearly $4,300 each.
Whoa.
Wow. An employee tried to tackle him. The man dropped the puppies but managed to grab them again, run out with the second man, and flee in a gold Cadillac Escalade. The 37-year-old who allegedly faked the seizure was arrested on suspicion of conspiracy to commit a felony, theft, and drug
sounds
possession.
like a regular crime.
So?
Yeah, what was this? Iced Tea's car? A gold
Cadillac Escalade.
But faking the seizure, that's, wow, there's a lot going on there.
Distract them so they can open up the puppy pen.
I wonder if people that are genuinely dealing with epilepsy ever fake one just to get out of a situation.
Boy, I bet they don't. Yeah, I bet they don't use that.
That's a fair question.
No, yeah,
Baby
but
Jesus.
I have acute anxiety disorder. I've never used, I'm having a panic attack as an excuse to get.
I think, do we have our guest now?
No.
I think we're trying to hook up. There we go. I can see it's Mr. Lifeson. The great guitarist Alex Lifeson joins us. I see a handful of guitars behind you, sir.
Oh, yes, my toolbox.
Oh, that's great. Well, it's a great pleasure to speak with you again. Tell us about the new project, Envy of None. Can you give me the lineup? I'm looking at it, and it looks like it's going to be amazing. What have you got going here?
Well, we released an album a couple of years ago, our first album, just titled Envy of None, and it's with Maya Wynn, Andy Curran, Alf Albanini, and myself. And the second album is called Stygian Waves. That's released on the 28th, so a week away. And we're very excited about our sophomore record. It's a fantastic record. It's a beautiful sounding record, and the material is awesome.
Now, do you enjoy being able to play with, you got a keyboard with you this time. Back in the day with Rush, it was just the three of you guys up there. And when I would see you, I'd get kind of worried. How can three guys be making this much music? You manage to pull it off, but does the keyboard give you a little bit more room?
Well, it's just an added dimension to the sound, and for Rush, we wanted to incorporate keyboards because we wanted to broaden our sound. With Envy of None, well, there are two players that play keyboards, so it goes without saying that we would use them, and it's an important integral part of our sound.
What's the writing process for the band?
Oh, typically it starts with a germ of an idea, as it does with most musicians, and we throw that idea around amongst the four of us. Eventually it comes to me, and after sort of the bed is done, it comes to me, and I'll do scratch guitars. So, and I'll do many tracks. And then it'll go to Maya, and Maya will start doing her scratch vocals. Then it comes back to me, and then her vocals inform what I'm going to do with final guitars. Then it goes back to her, and then she works from my final guitars to do her final vocals. So Maya and I particularly have this beautiful dance together where we sort of circle each other and, develop our parts until we finally feel that it's done.
Yeah, when you go back in time and look at all the many particular records you've made, do you remember which guitar you played on each track?
I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
Because I'll be reading these guitar magazines, and the guy will go, "Yeah, this was 1968," and they'll know the exact guitar they had. I think because you got a lot of them, I would think it'd be hard to keep track.
I had my favorites over the years, and when I was poor, I couldn't afford more than one or two. So, yeah, that was the basis for those, definitely for those first few records. But since then, I've got a lot of new favorites, and I had an auction for charity, and I auctioned off most of my guitars a couple of years ago. So I'm restarting my collection now.
Yeah, it looks like, well, that's fun. That's got to be a blast.
No kidding.
We're speaking with the great guitarist Alex Lifeson. for many years, of course, in the great band Rush. He's got a new project out there, and it's pronounced Stygian Waves. Am I getting it right?
That's correct.
And what is the origin of that?
Stygian Waves comes from an essay written by Ovid, who was a Roman philosopher. And the Stygian Waves refers to the turbulent waters on the river Styx at the front of the gates of hell. The closer you get to hell, the more chaos and turbulence the soul would experience. So we like to think that despite these turbulent times, there is a way to navigate through those turbulent waters to calmer waters. We're getting so much closer to those gates of hell, and hopefully we can pull ourselves back.
Well, I have a classical education, and I'd never heard of Stygian Waves, so I've been educated. Thank you very much. Once again, we're speaking with the great guitarist, Alex Lifeson. Looking forward to checking out the new project, Stygian Waves. Before we say goodbye, I know you got a lot to do here. I have to tell you a very quick story. I saw Rush. I've seen Rush many times. I went to see Rush, and I was in the very last row of Market Square Arena, and the guy sitting next to me had lost his thumb in an industrial accident. He was explaining to me before the show that he'd had his toe put up there, so he had an opposable digit. Kind of an interesting story, but then when the show started, the guy in front of me stood up the entire show screaming, "Lifeson is God," which would have been fun for the first song. The entire show. I don't know if you heard him, Alex. He was in the second to last row. But then, but after watching you play, after watching you play, I can't not agree. Alex, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I wonder if he towed a ride home after the show.
Oh, very good, very good, very good. Thank you, sir. I can't wait to hear the new project of the great Alex Lifeson. Looking good.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Oh, sure, of course. Yeah, that is an absolutely true story. Mm-hmm. And Chick always gets grossed out when I tell that, but...
grossed out for what?
About the guy getting his
toe thumbs. Yeah, I know.
His toe taken off. That's a real thing.
How did you know that?
He was wearing sandals, and we got talking.
Oh, and he was missing his toe on his foot, and you noticed it was on his hand.
No, then he told me. He showed me.
Oh.
They turned it into an opposable digit.
There was a guy I met, and he was missing his right toe, and he insisted on wearing sandals. Wouldn't you wear a shoe if you didn't have one of your toes?
Yeah,
really? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you don't like sandals anyway, right?
I don't.
Aren't there people who deliberately get certain toes taken off so they can wear certain shoes?
Women sometimes, yeah.
So they can fit in certain shoes. Yeah, that's
because their foot's too wide.
Doesn't that throw off your balance, though?
Oh, you'll tip
about balance.
You're wearing high heels. There's very little there. I mean,
tip right over.
Frank, they had those shoes called New Balance.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you.
That was comedy. Didn't one of the Gabor sisters have her Achilles tendon shortened so her foot was always in the high heel position?
Oh,
I have always been told, and I don't know if this is true, that Dolly Parton, because she only wears high heels, hers has permanently stuck like that.
Is that right?
She cannot flatten her feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
because she wears them all the time.
Because she wears them all the time.
Wow, that is weird. Well, welcome back to the Bob and Tom program, by the way. If you're just joining us, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. The OrangeInsoles.com sports desk, occupied by Chick McGee, Christy Lee, of course, across the way at the Silac Insurance News Desk. And in the interview loft, the great comedian Frank Caliendo mounting a huge tour, a bunch of club dates for Frank. And you can get the information by going to frankonstage.com.
And
by the way,
I just noticed this, and Tom, you're going to be very excited. I believe Frank is wearing a Creighton Blue Jays golf shirt.
Yes.
And that is...
of course, Creighton, the Creighton Barrels.
Tom's favorite basketball teams, the Creighton Barrels.
There must be a Creighton Barrel where
Took me a
Frank
second
lives.
No one blames you, Frank.
The only thing that sold it to me was the dry look on Chick's face of how are you? It was somewhere between get it and I can't believe you're not getting this yet. And it was willing it into my brain that this isn't real.
I was
like,
pushing it into your
Frank,
head.
think who we're talking about. And it did. It willed its way into me. I went Tom Grizz.
There it is.
Yeah.
Creighton Barrels.
I know exactly what it is.
That's his sweet spot.
Was one of the things about this tournament, to me, it always introduces you to a bunch of colleges you've never heard of.
And it introduces Charles Barkley to a bunch of colleges.
It does?
That's my favorite part of the whole thing is watching Barkley not know anything about the teams, just like everybody watching. In the middle of the game, or they'll go to him after a game and be like, well, number 5 did a really great job when the guy with the blue shoes passed to him. From the Wildcats. Which Wildcats? The Wildcats that were playing right there? That was 6 games ago. Well, those guys were really good as well. They did a really nice job. And then the pink shoe guy passed to the red shoe guy, and I felt that there was some kind of correlation from the shoes. What do you think, Shaq? Shaq's not on the show. Well, he is in my head right now. Bring Shaq in. Shaq comes in on a golf cart. It's going to be for good. Let's make it happen.
Oh, that's so true, though. But it's also so neat to see players you've never heard of. Mm-hmm. And
I follow college basketball pretty well, so I know quite a bit of this stuff. And it's funny to watch them say, like, this guy's out right now, and he was going to be the best player this year, and you're like, totally wrong. You read a sheet of paper, and you had no idea. You haven't watched any basketball. And I know from having friends in the business, a lot of the announcers and stuff don't really want to do college basketball games. They want to do NBA games if they're basketball guys or basketball people. So it's interesting to see people get the job, but is it up at the jobs that they're doing?
Is it more fun though to watch something you don't know what all these guys are going to do?
That's why March Madness that's what makes it so fun. You don't know, and they're college kids. I mean,
and this is their time to shine, so they're putting it all out there, and
it's big time stuff for these kids because you can get if you have a great NCAA tournament and you were a decent player all year, but you're incredible in the tournament. There's a chance you could get drafted just because of that in the second round.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's out of nowhere. You can be somebody who's pretty good, but you had this great tournament. You rise to the occasion in that moment, and all of a sudden you're on draft boards, and you could be making millions upon. A lot of these kids are making millions of dollars now and hundreds of thousands. But and I'm all for that, by the way, because we were talking about off the air a little bit ago.
That's Josh Arnold.
I know who it was. I hadn't heard that in a while.
I found
some great memories.
I found a poem called Jabberwocky. Could you do that as Morgan Freeman?
Are
you serious?
Jabberwocky.
Well, I was just going to go. Recruiting in college, all sports, is basically just lying. So it's like who's been lied to the best to go where, and now they get money for it.
Are you an Arizona fan?
No.
Okay.
No.
But you live there.
I do. Yeah.
There's a good chance they'll win.
Yeah, you can think that.
So who do you actually root for? So you grew up in Milwaukee.
For some reason, I love Creighton. I went there and visited Creighton.
The Barrels.
And I've got them busting.
You haven't busting
through.
brackets?
It's not a popular pick, but they're pretty good. They're really. I've become good friends with the coach, Greg McDermott. So
what does he sound like?
He sounds kind of like John C. Reilly, but a little deeper. I was working on it, but
They gotta get through Auburn, though.
Yeah, they got to even get through Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville today.
Louisville's going to be tough, and then if they do Auburn, the brackets are lots.
One
of
of these small schools, Tom. Tonight, Wofford is playing. Wofford from Spartanburg, South Carolina, is taking on Tennessee this evening at 6:50 Eastern Time. Tennessee Volunteers and the Wofford Terriers. That's right.
No kidding.
Yeah,
that's great.
God loves a terrier.
Now, I think we have time to do something very special for Frank.
Okay.
I don't think Frank is aware of this. There is an art form that apparently is long gone called diddling. And if you could,
I'm as uncomfortable as when Al was on.
No. This is. I think you're going to like this a lot.
Yeah, sounds like
this is a recording from 1974. This was a competition in the UK.
You're the most accidentally funny person ever.
We tell him that every day, and he still
just be super serious. Just be as serious as you can be.
He still tries to prepare the hell out of it, and that's not the funny part. Is
it
was
in Scotland.
Oh, was it Scotland? I'm sorry. Yeah, this is real.
Is this me? Should I do this?
Yes, play this.
Okay, here's the diddling champion.
This is a guy on stage. There's an audience there listening.
It was a packed house.
Gotta be quiet for the diddling.
Do we have the video? Oh, Jason's looking for it.
It is.
You have to see it.
So funny, and
they have BBC commentators covering it on television.
This was a real competition because it sounds like an American cartoon.
It did not sound, and it's probably tougher than you think, but didn't sound like
it was difficult at all.
Sounds like anybody could do.
That's exactly what we said. We all did it.
Yeah. I'm doing this Charles Barkley.
Here's the How would Shatner do it?
How would Liam Neeson do it?
Diddly-dee, diddly-dee. Diddly-dee.
Celebrity diddling.
And you didn't want to find out
like
about
Epstein's Island.
Well, who said I didn't want to find out about it?
Was that too much for this room?
No.
Lovely. Made my day. Oh, that's so nice. Right now, we're going to find out a little bit about our friends at the Silac Insurance Company, because what's happening in our world these days is maybe your parents had that thing where they get the gold watch and they keep getting paid. Hey, you did such a nice job here. We're going to keep paying you. Highly unlikely in today's world. This is where annuities come in. You can start relaxing now because you know you're going to be prepared then. If you're thinking about retiring down the road a piece, well, maybe it's time to get yourself set up with an annuity. And the authority on annuities, of course, is the Silac Insurance Company. And you can find out all about them by going to SILAC.com, or just go to bobandtom.com. We have a link that'll hook you up with the folks at Silac so you can get some information about annuities. Now, certain restrictions apply, but you may qualify. Find out, and you'll be able to relax a lot more knowing that in the future, you're going to still be getting money. And you can arrange so that it'll come on a monthly basis, whatever you want to work out. That's what annuities are all about, and the Silac folks know all about it. They are the annuity experts. So if you've been thinking about it, check it out. Once again, Silac, SILACINS.com, or just go to bobandtom.com, and Mr. Chick McGee will guide you through finding out some information.
That's me. I teach how to work a mailbox.
That's right. And the Christy Lee, of course, is over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Coming up, we've got Mr. Frank Caliendo and more stuff. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Haywood, is there a song that is your most requested song?
Oh, I would guess it would have to do with the toast thing.
Toast, which I...
How about Fly's Eyes? That's only one of the first ones you ever did on our show.
Fly's Eyes?
Do you know that one?
Yeah.
Really?
Kind of.
You going to get through it all the way?
Well, probably not.
Don't jinx them.
Let's start the betting.
$20?
Over-under's 3 mistakes.
I know Josh has $700 right now.
Yeah, he's $700.
When do I get that?
You want to bet? You want to bet $700?
No, I'll just take the $700.
Double or nothing.
I'd say 700 he doesn't make it. If there's a problem in the song, you will hear this sound. Okay, go ahead.
That's not the right sound.
That's not the right sound.
The right sound.
No, sorry. If there's a problem in the song, you will hear this sound.
There you go.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, this is what? Fly's Eyes?
Turn her up.
Okay, good.
Turn her up a little bit.
I'm looking at the world through Fly's eyes, looking at the world through Fly's
crowd
eyes,
loves
looking
it.
at the world through Fly's eyes. And you can just buzz off. Well, I think I'll buzz in the front door. I think I'll buzz around the back door screen. Think I'll buzz around your face. And then I'll land on the potato salad. Buzz, 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 buzz. Soulfly. I think I'll land on the horse manure. I think I'll land on the poop du jour. I think I'll land on a squash possum. And then I'll land in your potato salad. Just cleaning my nails. Well, I get up in the morning when the dew is on the dew, and I date a little maggot named Mary Lou. Someday we'll get married and won't think twice, and our kids all look like dancing rice. I'm looking at the world through flies' eyes, looking at the world through flies' eyes, looking at the world through flies. Help me. And you can just buzz. You can just buzz. You can just buzz off.
The genius of Haywood Bank.
That was close.
There we go. Some applause.
People were taking the chicken from Chick-fil-A and putting it on Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Wait.
Josh, what do you say?
Josh is leaving right now.
Josh is leaving.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
All right. You got the biscuits? Greatest day of my life.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
We have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford's from Mike and the Mechanics.
Michael.
This goes
Mike Rutherford.
to Christy Lee. There's something about you.
Yeah.
There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. White snake. Ooh. Christy Lee. Ooh. Better get with me. I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. It gets real cold, so you don't need planties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. Q95 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night, night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Bravo.
This is Bob Cavoyan for Channel 13 in a special Olympic moment. We are going to recreate the very first time the torch was ever run in history.
Cut! The monkey's got no gloves on. Where are the monkey gloves?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I didn't have the gloves on. Sorry.
Now we're going to recreate the very first time the torch was run in history.
Cue the monkey. I'm not a monkey. I'm a gorilla. There's a difference. Cut.
I didn't say I didn't know what you wanted. I know what you want. I can't do it.
Why can't you do it?
I can't go in the woods.
Why?
I have sensitive skin. I can't. I just can't do it.
Sensitive skin. You're
Sensitive
wearing
skin.
a gorilla suit. I
know
was
that.
just in the woods. Anybody can go
Have
in
you
the
ever
woods.
been bitten by a mosquito? Possibly a carpenter ant?
You don't want the gig? If you don't want to do this,
I didn't say I didn't want the gig.
Tony
I just don't wanna
Siragusa
go-
from the Colts. Tony Siragusa said, I can do this.
Siragusa
He
cannot-
wanted the role of the gorilla.
He cannot touch my gorilla.
Yeah, well, he didn't even need the suit, okay?
some tickets. It's a free download. You can make us your #1 preset and listen to this show and the radio station wherever you are. So check it out, please.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Christy Lee. There's Pat Godwin. Frank Caliendo's been hanging out all morning. Very fun. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. We taught Mr. Caliendo about the fine lost art of diddling.
Yeah.
Once again, it's from Scotland. Is that correct? And,
Yeah.
And there's a competition. Apparently, they no longer do it.
They should.
Yeah. I don't know why it went away.
We should go right back to it.
Maybe we could bring it back.
We could bring it back. That and the putt-putt tournament. I'm telling you.
American diddling.
Yes.
It'd be a fun
We could do
thing.
a diddling and a tiddling.
Tiddling, that would be vastly different.
Later, we'll go to the putt-putt.
For tiddling, you strap on some bells. And
have we forgotten today in history again? And here we are.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Staring at our belly buttons.
A pretty light day in history, I think.
What?
Okay, if you want to do it, we can.
Spring.
Yeah, this would be a good day to do something.
All right. Oh, to get your name on the list?
Yeah, it's
okay.
not doesn't go deep today.
A little slow?
Yeah, a couple good birthdays.
For instance,
Carl Reiner, one of the comedy greats.
Goodness gracious.
Born in 1922.
Incredible. He was on the staff of Sid Caesar, right?
Yep.
Or am I getting just glommed in? Okay. Yeah.
The father of Meathead, if you will, the great Rob Reiner.
That's right. That's right.
And this is good news. Did you see this? Spinal Tap 2 is on the way.
I saw that.
Really? Yes.
I don't want to. I've seen the trailer, so I don't want to give it away. So you need to see the trailer.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's
really good, right?
Yep. It's coming. September?
So silly. I think it was earlier than that. I thought.
Okay.
July sometime.
Be looking for that. Fred Rogers. Born in this date in 1928.
A national treasure. Why did you say ooh?
Well, if you're his neighbor now, you're living in a cemetery. Sorry to hear that.
What about
don't live forever?
The spirit lives on.
King Friday and Mr. McFeely and
does anyone know what today is?
Meow 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 kitty meow. Yeah.
Well, a lot of sad
days. And the postman and all that.
When you're older and you realize that's just him doing all those voices, you're like, they're not even that good.
Yeah. The puppets' mouths don't even move on half of them.
Oh yeah, he just shakes them with his hands.
His heads.
I was like 30 when I realized what Don Quixote was.
Yeah.
I feel like coming into work.
Half-assed, Fred. Half-assed.
You ever considered coming into work and changing your shoes and putting on a sweater?
No.
No, but I'm not opposed to
Remember
it.
you would just stop the show dead and feed the fish for 5 minutes?
It was a weird show.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird show.
It was
but
a weird
very
show.
comforting.
Hello, neighbor.
Very relaxing.
Okay.
Mr. McFeely.
One of my favorites, sadly also gone, the actor William Hurt.
Yeah.
From the great movies like Body Heat and Broadcast News. What's the one where he plays the brother, where he's the killer?
History of Violence.
Yes. Oh my God.
He's in that for about 10 minutes, and he got nominated for an Oscar, and he should have won. But yeah, it's great
Where did we see him naked? That was recently.
Viggo Mortensen. Who?
William Hurt. Wasn't it him?
Body Heat.
No, never mind.
1930. 1930. KFC was founded by Colonel Harland Sanders.
Wow, Colonel founded Kentucky Fried Chicken, Mister.
Oh, that's true. Yes,
he would not care for the KFC.
No.
And I think the sound you're hearing right now of him spinning in his grave because they're moving their headquarters to Texas, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. We did I think you may have done the story.
I don't listen to me. You know. I detest me.
And we're going to call it Kentucky Fried Chicken of Texas.
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
It's not a great name. It's a great name.
Of America.
It's a great name.
1982 Joan Jett's song "I Love Rock and Roll" tops the charts.
And that was not the original version of that song.
No, she did not write that.
Yeah, it's like by the Jets or something. Not the Jet, but it's some group.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
I put the dime in the jukebox.
Now, are you a fan of Weird Al's I Love Rocky Road?
Yes.
No.
I am.
Not familiar with that.
I am a fan of Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
As a person.
Yes, as a person.
Oh, I like a bunch of his stuff.
I do too.
Really cool.
But I don't happen to care for Rocky Road ice cream.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I don't need it.
I lost on Jeopardy, baby.
I love that.
Okay.
I want a new duck.
Eat it.
That one, not great.
Not great.
Eat it. How about eat it?
Hold
Of course, eat it.
I was not aware of I Want a New Duck.
Yeah, Huey Lewis.
Another
right.
one rides the
I believe it's I Want a New Duck, one that won't quack all night.
Come on.
I stand correct. That one I like.
That is some good stuff. Real quick, thanks, of course, to Frank Caliendo. By the way, if you are looking for like the greatest corporate event ever, Frank on occasion is able to do those. So go to Frank's website and root around. You'll find out how.
And he will make fun of your boss, second or third hand information.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He'll go right
Or
at it.
maybe he won't. Frank's big tour, the tickets are all posted at frankonstage.com. And a lot of these shows are going to feature Al Jackson and Willie G. So some great stuff. And Frank's always terrific on stage, even when he wears that big tie, that throwback Bob Woodward tie, and
The Merrill Hodge tie.
all the President's Men. Thanks again, Frank. It's always a great pleasure. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.